Yes.
And now we are
Good.
live. If we are the Metley Crew. I messed up our
What a
catchphrase.
Metley crew we are.
Yes, what a Metley
I
Crew
got
we
it
are.
right.
Of course you got it right. Let me guess, you
Wow.
got it right on the first try, didn't you, Ben? You must feel so proud of yourself.
Nah, I do feel a bit retarded though.
Get retarded, huh?
We
Let's get
barely
retarded
started.
in here.
We barely started, and already they were getting demonetized.
We said the no words.
We're not. No, the joke's on them though. We're not even monetized yet.
I'd have to get several more subscribers to do that.
I don't hate you, but I just want to save you. Oh, oh, oh.
So what games we're playing today? Kevin,
I-
we're playing Kingdom Hearts.
Yes, playing.
I'm supposed to be playing Kingdom Hearts 1, but the PS4 doesn't want to fucking work right now.
Why?
Yikes.
It wants to system update, and it refused to let me play the game until I did so. Don't ask me why. It doesn't need a reason.
It's got its way, its own way.
Yeah.
Yay. It doesn't matter now what happens. I will never give up the fight.
I swear to God, that song is
There's
going
no
to.
way I will run away from all of my frights, long as the voice. Anyways,
Yeah. So I was gonna say. Since we're
you're streaming on the main channel, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we don't wind up crossing the streams like we did the first time. I'm gonna go
The
ahead and
very first time.
Yeah, that was a hell of a fucking start.
For the first time in forever.
Why the hell does Sonic Adventure 2 have the Kingdom Hearts thumbnail?
I
Why?
do
Why?
not know.
Okay, it's okay. Episode 14,
Yep.
The Kingdom Hearts
Alright.
special, starring
Kingdom Hearts Part 12.
and Alex continues his his eternal boxing match with Churtabog.
You need to grind, man. Just go grind.
I've been grinding.
He needs to grind until old Churtabog can't even do anything to Sora's abdominal. Rather, his
sit-ups, push-ups, and drink plenty of juice.
Alright, since we're streaming on the main channel, do you mind if I start topics?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, so Tumblr is unbanning adult content.
Took them long enough.
Yeah, and in an ironic twist of fate, Twitter is now banning it.
Wow.
Of fucking course it is. So that means that we're going to have a reverse exodus.
Oh god, what a fucking twist of fate. I don't have anything else
A
to
twist
say
in the
other
myth,
than-
if you will.
No, I'm gonna have to find the loot accounts I follow. Not saying that I follow any. Wait, no, I said I follow. Shit. I exposed myself 4K.
Ben, why did you send me a message saying Joib?
Because I misspelled join.
Okay.
He misspells a lot of things.
Alright.
I thought it was you
Nice.
misspelling Jeb.
Just randomly send you Jeb. No context.
I'm
Just
trying to
Jeb.
find the find the chat. There it is.
I just sent our friend FJL Jeb.
Why would you do that to Fran?
Too funny.
No, it's not. It's not funny at all.
If you have to explain the joke, it isn't funny.
See? Joker gets it.
Alright, I'm on to the next story. Vanity Fair has brought word, I'm quoting this from the article, that James Earl Jones has retired as his role of Darth Vader and has signed his voice over to Disney. The rights to the role now sit with Lucasfilms and Ukrainian AI audio company Respeecher, who previously worked on the book of Boba Fett and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Despite his retirement from the role, both studios still reportedly discuss their plans for Vader with Jones and heed his advice on how to stay on the right course. I don't have my
Revoicer is the company that did, they did the Luke Skywalker voice, right?
I believe so, but I could
Yeah.
be wrong.
You know what they could?
Well,
You know what they could do, Alex? They could
cast
get...
a new actor.
No, they could get Matt Sloan back.
Yeah, that would probably be better.
Yeah.
Chad Vader! That's Chad Vader!
Yes.
Chad Vader. They could also get, like, the guy who played, Luke in the Rogue Squadron games.
Yep.
Rather than, you know...
Like, fucking voice actors that use the AI voices, which is really creepy. I mean, okay, I'll say this. At least they got the rights to it. At least he gave them the consent to use it. It's not being forced down anyone's throats. It's just, oh, he gave us our permission. He gave us.
You
his
say that
permission.
now, and then suddenly, oh.
But then there's the other side for it, which is this is fucking terrifying. Because we're gonna get to a point where anyone can fake anything of a voice, and no one's going to be able to prove what's real and what's not.
Perhaps we could prove it. You know how?
I think we're already pretty much there.
You know how we could do it?
I'm half expecting someone to fake some fake audio thing with Trump to try and screw over his chances in 2024.
We've already done that.
Yeah, they've already tried.
Like, they don't even... You know what? They don't even need to, They don't even need to use an AI for it. They can just, like... They can and literally have used, actual clips of him and just completely clip stuff out of context. Completely obviously, too. And, convince people.
Not out of context stuff, but like actually fake something. Like completely fake something and make it sound actually real.
Yeah, they've done that. Like they've basically like Frankenstein stuff together where like he's they're making him say stuff that he didn't, or making it seem like he said stuff that he didn't, and like cutting out stuff that he said before and after, and just stringing together into
No, Alex. What they did, it was this. Is they took the before and after category of Wheel of Fortune, and then they just spliced together two separate things Trump said, and then put them in the same thing.
Yes, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying that make up words that he never said.
Alex, do you believe what I said?
Yeah.
You get my point, right?
Yeah,
welcome.
we get your point. Do not worry, Ben.
Yeah, welcome, man. I hope you got my message.
Who got?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, there's.
I just got here.
Oh, hi, Lopez.
It's Lopez.
No.
Oh.
Fran, do we have
Okay,
to? Fran, do we have to explain how common the surname Lopez is?
Yes.
No, I get it. I was
Eventually.
joking. I'm going to the next topic.
Yeah, figure.
Good timing, by the way. We're gonna get to a fun topic. U.S. Department of Homeland Security awarded a nearly $700,000 grant to researchers who specify in terrorism and security to study how gaming and extremism overlap, particularly for adolescents. I.e., hey, we're gonna pay you to rig results. Make it seem like video games cause violence, guys, please.
Oh, nice.
Start
Well,
with
next topic.
Yeah, because there's already
That's
been
really all
countless
it's gonna be.
studies. I'm sure these will work after
No.
paying the research to rig it.
No.
Many times have we been down this road. It's been a long
Dude, we've been down this road since like the
Mama
90s.
tried
The
it.
Simpsons parodied it.
Said-
It's been a long time, but my time is
Easy.
finally near.
Using your own tax stars to brand you as a terrorist based on whatever hobbies they can't control. is
And I
the
can
damn-
feel the change in the wind right now. Why are we here? Just to suffer, guys? Like, seriously,
Yeah.
we've been here before. We've done this before. This is old. This is so fucking old. I feel
never
like an
ends.
old man, guys.
Oh,
Like-
oh,
The
by the way,
ride never
Spider-Man
ends,
again.
baby. The ride never ends.
Okay,
I'm so,
okay.
I'm
Maybe
so ready.
you should be close to having like 5 Pokemon by now. Why do you have 2?
Because she's not exactly all that bright.
That's why I have a full party.
Kevin, can you share the link?
I could have sworn I did, but... eh.
Who's there we go.
So does
Whose
anyone have
smoke
any
detector
thoughts
is
on this,
going off in the
or-
back?
Oh yeah, that's...
I think the battery just needs to be changed.
Yeah, I
That'll
think
be
that...
fine.
Yeah, that'd be,
Every 2 seconds.
that would be the
Maybe for that.
smoke detector on my
It's on
end. Oh. You taught your
Yeah, yeah,
Combuskin
yeah.
and Rock Tomb.
Yeah. Why not?
Okay, that's fair.
By the way, our Twitch channel is all the way up to broadcasting our Batman Forever commentary.
You mean our Batman Forever commentary plus us, I think, an episode or 2 of Teen Titans?
I believe so, yes.
Hey.
Alright, does anyone have any thoughts on that topic? Or
No,
should we go to the-
move on.
Next topic. It's a waste of time.
It really
Alright,
is.
next
I gotta
topic,
agree with
um,
Lopez. Alex,
the
send the
next
link to
topic-
yours.
Okay.
So the next topic is Cyberpunk 2077 making a pretty big fucking comeback, actually. Ever since the anime came out, you know, the one with the lole,
One sec.
the lole must stay, as they must say.
Yeah.
It has been getting 1 million plays every day for the past 7 days. And not only that, but it has surpassed Witcher 3's all-time peak player plays on Steam in like a week. Like, holy shit. So I'm gonna start the timer on that. I noticed that people were getting pissed about this because, oh, they never gotta learn how to just gotta repeat their same mistakes. I'm pretty sure they got punished heavily for launching this game unfinished. I remember all the backlash, their stock tanking, people getting fired, just all this shit going on with that. So, like, I don't know what they're talking about. I'm pretty sure they learned their lesson at fixing
Hopefully.
things.
Hopefully they
And you know what? You know what? As someone who played it, it's great. It's not a perfect game. It has some issues, but like its story, it's super freaking good.
At least
Like,
it's playable.
guys,
Oh god.
good.
I'm sorry, I
Its
couldn't
story
resist.
is phenomenally good. Like, I have to give credit on that. Gameplay-wise, it's very good. It's not perfect. It's just good.
Yeah, it's like a solid.
But yeah,
like, maybe
I'm glad the
25
game-
high.
I'm glad the game's making a big comeback. What do you guys think though about it?
It took like a couple of years.
Took them like a
Yeah,
couple
like,
years
you know-
and 1,000 pounds of duct tape.
Duct tape, paper clips. Let's see what the hell else. Maybe some crazy glue.
What
Okay.
year did
Yeah,
it come
because
out? I
the-
feel like it was only last year, right? Let me
No,
check.
no, it came out like
It was about 300 years ago.
it was like.
Oh yeah, you're
300
right. It was,
years ago during the
2020.
Clone Wars.
It was 20. It was 2,000 years ago. Imagine that.
Yeah, right.
But
My
yeah,
name is Cyberpunk 2077, born 500 years ago in the Highlands of Scotland.
By the way,
I am immortal and I am not alone.
this
Yeah,
is
okay,
the
First Calvin going back to the fucking Electoral
Was that done? Was that a fucking Highlander reference?
Yes.
You just figured it
Yeah.
out.
well.
I knew it. Alright, I think that's it for the topic. I'm gonna go to the next one. We are going to Black Adam. And no, we're not talking about the popcorn bucket.
The popcorn bucket looks cool.
It really does.
I'm going to AMC just to buy it on opening night. I
Well,
hate
Fran.
myself
Well,
for
since
buying
Fran and
it.
I are going to be going to see it on probably on opening night, which is Friday.
I don't even like,
Hey.
I don't
Wait,
even
okay,
like
wait,
AMC,
Friday open?
but damn it.
Well, Friday. Yeah, I was gonna say. Well,
I might see if I can get like a ticket for early screening if they have a available.
right.
You know, sometimes they do.
I just kind of wanted to go see it with you. Do that. Plus my mom wanted to go too, so she was probably gonna come with us.
Alright, do you mind if I get back on topic?
Yeah.
Alright, so Black Adam released a not new trailer, but like a clip show of a trailer. And when they originally uploaded it, they accidentally, and I say accidentally because that seems to be the case, accidentally used at least 5 seconds of footage from the Josh Whedon cut of Justice League.
Oh, jeez.
An hour later, after everyone called it out, they deleted the trailer, and 4 hours later, The Rock posted, corrected, with the new clip trailer.
Thank you, Dwayne. You did the right thing there.
Yeah, I feel like this is a mistake. I feel like there was an intern who was making the trailer, looked up the words Steppenwolf, and picked the first one he saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Definitely...
definitely sounds like that. That might have been what happened.
I don't think it's like some big conspiracy like, oh, it's the current holdovers from the old company trying to get their revenge. I mean, you could argue that might be the case, but I think it's just more of a simple, oh, we fucked up and we want to correct that mistake, which they did. They corrected that mistake. Now, and there is an interesting theory someone posted, and the theory is that they did this on purpose to see how people would react.
Oh,
and react
God.
Oh, to see if anyone will notice.
Yeah.
Somebody will.
Yeah, I think they. I wouldn't be surprised by that if that was the case. I do think it was a mistake, but it also makes sense for the company to kind of poke the water to see what will happen. But when they did poke the water, a bunch of Chronos started eating the arm off.
Yep.
Yeah.
Before the fun happened.
But yeah, it's gotta be. I'm excited for it, honestly, despite some of the bad casting, mostly Red Tornado chick. That's awful.
Wait, they're making Red Tornado a chick in this?
I think it's Red Tornado. Let me double check.
It could be red. It could be either Red Magma, or another one of the reds, the red robots. Whoa! It's firing its laser.
Oh, no, it's not Red Tornado. Who was it? I'm going crazy. Let me look.
Just look up the cat.
That's what I'm doing.
Much easier for you that way. So they don't hurt your bones.
Oh, Cyclone. It's Cyclone.
Wait.
And you were close to it. You said tornado.
Wait.
Yeah, the
Cyclone.
The chick. She's black now. Another redhead turned black.
Wait. So it's a red. Would you say it's a red cyclone?
No. She doesn't have. No, she doesn't speak as sun. She does not have muscles like sun.
But yeah, that's about it. With Hawkeye being black, it's more understandable because the whole reincarnation thing. They have that excuse.
Wait, don't you mean Hawkman?
Hawkman, Hawkgirl, etc. Yeah.
Yeah, there's the reincarnation thing.
That at least I could understand and consider it. Carter has been through quite a few lifetimes, so it's entirely possible. Also, this is one I'm willing to suspend my disbelief over.
Cyclone, on the other hand, I cannot.
Okay, what exactly is the deal with Cyclone exactly? Because I have no idea who this is.
It's a character from the Justice League comic. She first appeared in the DC Kingdom Come story, and then was introduced in the main canon. From what I'm reading, she was a granddaughter of an original Justice League member.
Hey guys, I got a new stave for Donald, which is the Nobody Lance.
Oh, yeah, timer's going on. I'm gonna go on to the next next topic. But Cyber Black Adam, regardless of the one bad casting, only one bad casting. The rest is good. I'm moving on.
Okay then.
The next one is the Woman King.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh shit! I forgot to tweet that we were going to be talking about that out.
There we go. God still coming.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Did you put the hashtags in the stream, Evan?
No, I didn't bother.
Okay. So this is an interesting one. So, The Woman King came out. It bombed, of course, as you would
Not
expect.
surprised.
Only earning 19 million so far. Pretty abysmal.
19. Yeah, I saw. Yeah, I saw
Yes.
the box office reception.
And that's not even the last part. The Rotten Tomato scores have been completely rigged in favor of the movie.
Where have I seen this before?
No, but this is actually worse because the Rotten Tomato scores are constantly at 99% for the audience. Which is
Oh.
for-
Oh yeah, that is especially worse than what Captain Marvel did, because with Captain
Yeah,
Marvel,
they're
they got rid of the audience scores altogether.
They're not even deleting any reviews. They're just spamming them with positives upon positives of reviews. And if you compare it to the other sites, like it has like 2.6% on Metacritic, and so on and so forth. It's I'm gonna start the timer there. From what I've heard from people who have seen it, it's a good movie, but it's also a complete bastardization of history. And it's just
Yeah, it is, because the character.
It's one of those types of movies.
Yeah, because the character that Viola Davis plays, she plays one of the characters who is the character she plays is supposed to be one of those slave trade, one of those that perpetuated the slave trade, and yet
It's
they're.
funny because the bad guys in the film are the ones that stop them from slaving.
What?
So the film
Really weird part.
Yeah, so the movie's making the guys freeing the slaves, the bad guys, and the slavers, the good guys.
What are the
Like
what?
hero of their own story.
What is?
It's
What
it's
are they-
supposed to be it's supposed to be a true story, but it's a complete bastardization of it.
It's not true story.
Yeah.
Well, it says it was based off of a true story.
Do your own thing.
No, they're saying that it's like based off historic events, but it's like no, it's not. You're completely twisting history into something completely different. I've heard it's good if you can ignore the history, but it's impossible to because these are real fucking people.
Yeah, this isn't.
Separate that from the history.
This isn't like the Titanic, where you could, in theory, separate the two, since yeah, most of the characters that we focus on in the movie aren't real people.
Wow, it's like well, I know one person I've seen it said that if they just made this original characters, it would have been a great movie. But no, they had to make slavers the good guys, like real, actual slavers in history, the good guys.
What is even?
This is like making a movie about the Civil War and the fucking Confederacy are the good guys, you know? Well, like, come the fuck on.
Good example. That's a good.
Confederacy.
He's very much right on that
No,
regard.
Like you made that movie, but you also made Abraham Lincoln Hitler.
Oh my god. Look, Abraham.
Lincoln, Hitler Hunter.
Here's the thing, Lincoln wasn't exactly as honest as people depict him in history. He was actually kind of, a planner. Yeah,
For sure, but
that's not the point.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, as you said, that's not the point.
Yeah. It just, ugh.
Yeah, the man
I'm
had flaws
glad
and he
it's
was
over.
ruthless, but that held the country together. Or the nation would have fallen apart at that point if not for what he'd done.
Yeah, he...
Don't you hate him for removing the states' rights?
What?
Well, you see, on the one hand, I understand that, because if states had the right to secede, we could probably vote California out of the Union.
So that means they want to
We
bring
came
California
here
back to
looking for
Mexico
Kyrie.
because that originally was part of Mexico.
Then those white things
We have,
attacked us.
Yeah,
we have to
Oh,
build a
no,
wall
no,
around
no,
Mexico.
Mexico,
You
so
guys
it's
didn't have
Texas.
to
Can
go
we
and
do
do
that?
that. Of course we did.
I don't think we can.
I feel like
Kyrie's
that's
our
a good
friend
idea.
too, you know.
But that's a whole other
I
story.
want to next.
Next
I want to
time.
Next topic.
Before we get freaking invaded by torches and pitchforks.
I'm already
right.
being poked by one.
Okay. Remember, send them all to Alex Shannon, PO Box, wherever the hell it is. From
This
wherever the
mansion
freak
gets a
he's
lot
from.
of really
And
strange
by the
visitors.
way,
PO Box 746, Goshen, Mississippi.
Some kind of alternate
Oh,
Twilight.
Why
now
would
now
you-
Now you
What do
just
you
doxed
mean,
yourself.
alternate
You know
Twilight
that,
Town?
right?
He has his real name
you
on his
think we could see
website,
that
Fran.
crystal
I
of
don't
yours?
think he cares.
I legitimately do not.
made that
It's
house
also in the
myself, and I
description of
still
all
have
of these
it.
YouTube
So
videos.
there shouldn't be two of them
Hang on,
here.
I need to start.
this is the
I need
trophy
to start
Cypher gave
the
you.
next topic.
I
in
should
my mind.
actually go
Remember?
rent that post office box so
It's the
that
only
that
one
doesn't
of its kind.
wind up being
Same for the
getting right.
crystals.
So that no
Red,
poor innocent
blue,
souls
yellow,
wind up getting
green,
thing
only
like
one of
like
each
some
color.
kind of
But
bullshit.
you've got your own.
Anyway, getting
Alright,
on to
you
the
guys,
next
let's
topic.
start- I'm gonna.
Where'd you
Yeah,
get
let's
it?
start the next topic. I don't have infinite time, so next
The
one.
pouch is
We're back
from the
to Joe
king.
Biden.
When he gave us money for the train.
Excuse me for a
Hashtag-
second while I
hashtag-
wave the flag around. Yay.
What the hell?
Hashtags. We're
Where did
talking
the king
hashtag
get?
slow Biden.
See?
Should I just-
So,
if I-
recently,
wait,
two-
Ben, before you go on, Alex, do you think if if every time we bring up the Sleepy Joe, should I just put up a clip of Integra going, "What did he do this time?"
From here,
Yes.
Like Kyrie.
Yes.
Ugh.
Please. We can do that for multiple people. Like
We just need to get the
Bridget news this week.
we just need to isolate that bit from Helsing Ultimate Abridged episode 3. Oh, hi, Mickey.
I can do that. I can make that an on-demand clip for both of us.
Yes, do that, please. I'm gonna start the topic. So two former Biden business associates are spilling the beans to Congress. So effectively, Biden and his son are tied to a company that has been trying to get China oil and gas from U.S. land.
We should note that this is Hunter Biden, not whatever the fuck the other kids.
Yeah, Hunter Biden, you're right. Yeah, I thought you. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
specifically Hunter Biden, not the other kids. The other kids are probably shitty, but not as shitty.
Well, one of them's dead, so who knows?
So effectively, so effectively, this means that Joe Biden has been deliberately giving oil to China while screwing the rest of us over.
Yay!
Surprised in the
I'm
least.
gonna start the timer on that. The midterms cannot come soon enough. Please, let me vote already. Let me get my vote in.
Wait a
Get
while.
these idiots out of office.
Wait a while.
I want to propose mandatory term limits. You get 2 years no matter what the fucking office is.
I think that's still too short. I feel like
we've
it should
figured
be
out where
4
Kyrie is.
years.
I'm pretty
Okay,
sure
every
we're-
office has a mandatory minimum.
Someone gave us a
Okay.
clue.
Hey, a mandatory minimum prison sentence. No, seriously. Like if you dare to serve in office, you have to go to prison for
You mean
a
wrongs
year
and
afterwards. But no, seriously. Let's
I've
talk
waited
seriously.
long
So
enough, Your Majesty. Tell
I've
me what you know.
presented this idea before. I feel like
But Your Majesty,
okay,
why?
maximum of 2 terms for each
You made a
office,
promise to Riku?
and
So he's
all
okay.
terms
I
are
can
2
see him
years.
again.
Okay.
Who's
Fair
Riku?
enough, yeah.
My best friend.
But yeah,
That's it.
fucking.
And then you're like, you alternate so that like Congress and the president are elected every other year. Or you don't ever have a situation where you're clearing out like Congress and the president at the same time, you know?
Let's go.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Riku, we're on our way.
you know, Fran, I find it kind of funny how have you seen Just a Pancake's videos?
Nope.
You know, there was one meme video where, do you remember in the Kingdom Hearts 3 promo where we see I believe it was Hainer try to kick in Ansem, and because knowing how powerful Ansem is, we kind of know the score. Or like a normal human being going up against Ansem, the Seeker of Dankness. In Just a Pancake's video, they make it seem like Hainer's this mimetic badass who just owns Ansem, and Ansem be like, Hainer, don't hurt me, please, I beg you. And I'm just like, they're really going with this. They are
And I just called my new fly bitch. AKA Zubat.
Well, I hope you're willing to build up the happiness.
Of course.
Well, okay, so Alex, I kind of need to explain what I was saying to Fran. And so, you know how I mentioned that friendship is a...
Friendship is magic? Yes, I believe we've established that.
Not bad.
My
No.
little brony, my little brony.
You know, okay, this is a topic I just remembered.
Oh, Ben, by the way, you were saying no Bridget news? Guess what? There is Bridget news.
Damn it!
No, there is not. Fuck off.
Tangentially related to Bridget. One of the,
No, hang on. Is it the older Guilty Gear games?
the BlazBlue guy, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, the creator of BlazBlue has left
no, we'll
Arc
get to that,
System
yeah,
Works.
Oh, lovely.
Now we'll talk about that in a bit. I do have that on the list. Well, you know what we'll talk about now? Yeah, the BlazBlue creator has left Arc System Works.
Great.
I do want to point out a poignant fact. This guy wants to do gotcha games.
Oh, joy.
So,
Yeah, so I don't necessarily know if this is any real big loss, you know?
Yeah, in hindsight,
Okay, let me
not
just-
a big
let me just go
loss.
and- let me just go and say this right now. Welcome, the newest employee of Konami.
God damn it, Fran.
The moment I heard Gotcha Game, I immediately went.
You know, a lot of people from Fire Emblem, from the Fire Emblem Heroes development team would certainly be welcome among Konami's staff.
Oh god.
Oh god, I hate
I don't
that.
think him leaving is related to Arc System Works quote unquote going woke. It's more
Well,
of
no.
him. It's more of him not being allowed to make any gotcha stuff potentially. I mean, we'll never know the true full reasons, but the lines are there. Kind of have a good guess.
Maybe he wanted to feature Bridget in a BlazBlue game as like the manliest man and ever man, and is getting shut down.
Man, that would have been the most ambitious crossover ever. Bridget becomes so manly, he can tear through entire dimensions.
Yeah, but then he still dresses like he's
He's a nun.
no, like he's Astolfo from Fate. Which, by the way, Astolfo is yet another dude who looks like a lady.
Looks like a lady.
I can't even imagine how these internet idiots would react to Haku from Naruto. You know, most people's original trap. Because I think most of us when watching that show as it aired had the same reaction in as
What the
Naruto, which is he's prettier than Sakura?
My shonen powers activate.
Why did they make female Naruto so hot?
No, that's
Why is female Yuffie so hot? Have any of you seen female Yuffie?
Isn't Yuffie female already in
No.
Final Fantasy VII?
I was gonna
No,
say.
I'm talking about One Piece.
Oh, Luffy.
Oh, Luffy. I'm a boy and bring along.
You said Yuffie.
Hopes and dreams.
Yes, that's his name.
Monkey D. Luffy.
Yes. The striking boy.
Monkey D.
We're going to the next topic. We're out of time. Next topic. Silent Hill, the short message rating gets spotted in Korea.
Yeah.
New Silent Hill game. Any thoughts on that or no?
I mean, it's about fucking time. Also, I have no confidence in this.
Yeah, me neither.
Because it's modern day Konami, and modern day Konami has been kind of working towards not being shit, but they haven't achieved nearly as much of that as Capcom did.
You know the weird thing is like every time I think of Konami trying to do something, they wonder why Netflix is easily able to acquire the rights to do Castlevania. They wonder why, and I'm like, gee, it's almost like you're doing nothing with the property.
And the shocking thing is that the Netflix series is actually good.
For the most
Yeah.
part.
We found it.
I mean, there was some weird shit in there, but, you know.
Yeah, other than the little things, it's still really good. Like, really well animated. It sounds like the people working on it actually give a shit.
Like
Here
deaf
we go.
swearing. That's so funny to me. That man's got
It's a
a
little
funny
out
mouth.
of character, but hey, at the very least, it's Malcolm McDowell.
Hey, it's
Yes.
them.
Suck my giant skeletal penis,
Well,
you
we
dumb
only got
son of a
this
bitch.
He just Death just walks up to Trevor,
Yeah, the one
and then
that'll
just
lead up.
whips out the
It
skeleton
was
dick
in the
and
box
and
right
slaps
next
him.
to the photo.
Oh God, I don't need that image in
Oh,
my head.
Dude, it's just bone. It's not.
Okay.
It's not muscle.
What's the name of the flavor?
The penis spits out bone.
It's a massive bone.
Hey, has anybody else
Man,
got?
what a boner.
Hey, does anybody else have a boner, or is it just me?
Oh my god.
Okay, wait. When does it become Shadows of the Damned?
No, we're going to the next topic.
Taste my
fantastic-
big boner.
I'm on to the next topic. God damn it! Fantastic Four. It has two writers, Jeff and Ian, and now Kevin Feige's going to focus his time on getting the cast for the movie. Starting timer. By the way, the writers have done nothing.
Okay.
It is always incredibly unfortunate when I have more writing credits than these people
guys-
do.
These guys haven't written a fucking script since 2014. And the last script they wrote was The Last of the Great Romantics. Whatever the fuck this is.
Kevin, how does it feel to have more IMDb credits than people working on major Hollywood films?
I don't have any IMDb credits.
Oh shit, I need to make you an IMDb page.
You forgot about that, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Oh!
I have to ask, Marvel, with your billions of dollars, why can't you find any writers with actual credits?
Oh, because all of the writers with actual credits are too expensive. They have to spend all that money on shitty CG.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yep.
But it makes me wonder if another reason is because no one wants to work with Marvel.
I mean,
A little bit both.
why would anybody would want to work with Disney after all the shit they put their fucking creatives through is beyond me.
Honestly, I could say the same about Discovery as of late.
Oh
That's
yeah,
also
we'll get to that.
Yeah, well, there's one. I have that on the list. There's one particular show they screwed over. We'll get to it.
You know,
Oh, God.
you know, one thing I was thinking of is like, there's always room for response from the Tom and Jerry movie, which is we've got to have money.
Monday.
Delivered by the late Tony J. Good lord. He gave us quite the quality meme.
But
What-
yeah, fucking Marvel, you suck. I have no faith in the Fantastic Four movie. Also, bring in the guy from Multiverse of Madness to play Reed, or I'm going to be pissed.
So, John
They'll probably
Krasinski.
get him back for Multiverse of Madness.
Huh?
They'll probably get him back for the Fantastic Four.
I really hope so. We'll
I
see
think,
though.
I think it's likely they'll get him back.
I'm going. Alright, next topic. This one actually pisses me off. If it's true,
Let's go.
some decent sources
We'll
have
be here to hold down the
confirmed
fort.
that the plot of the
Say
Blade
hi to
reboot
Kyrie.
will be.
Oh,
And
joy.
apparently,
man,
apparently, Blade. It's about Blade handing his responsibilities to his daughter, Barilla, who was only just recently introduced in the comic.
So we're not even going to get a Blade solo film before he's going to be retiring.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, we're not even going to get a solo
Are we
film.
back in the
Guys,
same place?
If they're true, so.
Okay, so I have to bitch for a little bit because this is exactly the kind of shit
This is
Disney
another
used to
Twilight
do
Town.
back in the day.
Roxas's Twilight Town.
Cause like they'd make these movies about like mythological or historical characters handing off the responsibilities to some younger generation, and they did this with a couple of things, and that this was part of what killed the fucking company, making all these passing the torch things rather than making like original stories. And making like adaptations that didn't follow the source material, and
There.
it's Okay, so the thing that I'm thinking of is like they're
Alex,
yeah.
Al, I've got the perfect line for this, and I know Fran knows this line. Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
Okay, yeah, that pretty much sums it up.
In this case, some motherfuckers trying to ice skate uphill,
Yep.
Like,
but they're skating on black ice.
Ooh.
If-
Oh.
if-
they haven't even fucking established Blade in this universe yet.
I know.
They haven't. Yeah, that's the
Kyrie.
problem. They haven't even introduced him.
If it's true.
They haven't even. I know if it's true, but it's from a very credible
Look,
source. So
if it's true at this point is like not even fucking relevant. Of course it's fucking true. Disney's been making batshit stupid decisions for God knows how long now. Did you see The Rise of Skywalker?
we don't talk about.
Be like,
The fact that that film even exists is a testament to the fact that Disney doesn't care.
Don't stop moving.
Yeah.
Darkness will overtake you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, by the way,
That's
Axel's
true.
here.
Get going.
But I mean, the
Don't
Rise of
ask, just do
Skywalker
it.
proved that they didn't care even more than didn't care. It was beyond that point.
You
They're
okay?
at the point
Rise
of
of
not
Skywalker
caring.
was
I
just like a
kidnapped
film no matter
Kyrie.
what. Let's be real.
But she got away from
Disney's
me.
in a void that's called not
After
caring,
that,
and they're just floating
Sayek
there,
caught
not
her.
caring about anything.
He's a
they're
member of
making money.
Organization 13.
Because as long as they're making
Science.
money, then
Got
it's
it
gonna go
memorized.
Like the money's disappearing.
Now go save
Where's my
her.
money going?
Ugh.
No, not my 1.1 billion dollars. No, give it back, Disney Plus.
Leave us alone.
MCU's still making money, so it's like, I don't
It's
think
not.
Technically.
It's not.
Oh yeah, speaking of the MCU, Thor 4 is coming to home video this Tuesday.
I didn't pre-order it.
We're done. We're done. I'm done with this fucking movie. The more I think about it, the sadder I get. So let's talk about something equally as good and equally as bad. Clover 2 is finally happening and has a director attached to it by the name of I'm not even going to attempt to read this name because I'm just going to butcher it. I'm gonna butcher the name. I'm posting in the broadcast chat because I just don't get it. But yeah,
Oh, Clover. Wait a second, I thought they already had a Cloverfield 2.
No, they had 2 spin-offs. It was different.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what the hell?
Okay, so there's the second one, which is like a house horror film, and the last bird was connected to Cloverfield.
What the fuck did that have to do with Cloverfield then?
it's just
I'll get that. I'll get that. No, I'll explain it in a second. And there was Cloverfield Paradox, which is a space paradox movie. And for those wondering, what does that have to do with Cloverfield? My answer is nothing. No, I'm not even joking.
They
brought the
literally
film-
just patched a fucking name into it?
I think
Yeah,
I
they
liked it better
patched
when
the
they
name
were
and
on
added
my side.
Cloverfield elements to the movie.
Feeling a little
Yeah.
free.
Like making the Cloverfield
Yeah.
monster actually bigger than even the biggest Godzilla.
Punks.
Oh yeah, because alternate timeline. In one alternate timeline, it's fucking bigger than most of the city. Because timeline stuff, that's fun, but like it's stupid. But I'm glad there's a sequel finally being made. I mean, about time.
Whoa.
I mean, I don't know the director, but I mean, they're not gonna give Cloverfield to nobody. It's not like it's Disney or anything.
Well,
But yeah,
that's what
so
happens when
I
you
will see
put
if it's
your
good. Does
whole
anyone else have
being
any
into an
thoughts on
attempt.
it? Or
No.
no?
I didn't care for the other Cloverfield films, so I don't really give a shit.
I really like the first one. The others are
Anyway,
interesting.
I digress.
That's
Go.
all I have to really say.
Find Kyrie.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the next tab.
Almost forgot.
Next one, and this one's going to
Sorry
be
for what I did
depressing.
to her.
Oh dear.
Ubisoft
When we
is
find her,
making a
You
Splinter
can
Cell
tell her that
remake,
yourself.
but it will be changing its
Think
story
I'll
for a
pass.
quote-unquote
My heart
modern-day
just wouldn't
audience.
be in it.
Oh,
That could either be good or good or bad, because the original Splinter Cell was goddamn garbage, and I will hear no criticisms of this
I
opinion.
wanted to see
No,
But,
you are wrong. You
no,
are
Splinter
wrong,
Cell is
Mr.
trash.
He
No,
Splinter
you are
Cell
always
is-
the only one I
wrong.
liked.
Splinter Cell is terrible.
He made me feel
No, you
The game-
are
like I had
The
a
gameplay was shit, the story was awful, and the fact that Razor Fist White Knights for that series when he hates Metal Gear is fucking absurd.
How okay, no, I agree that's
Kyrie's in the
stupid,
castle
but like
dungeon.
Splinter Cell's freaking
Now go.
awesome. How the fuck?
No,
you
it's
hate it?
it's goddamn it's shit.
Have you
Guys,
ever
can
played
we
Chaos
focus?
Axel.
Fury? No,
Yes.
Have you ever played Chaos
Ben.
Fury? That game's
Yeah,
awesome.
Oh, it's
I
not a
didn't-
topic, man.
I didn't give a shit. Anyways, so the point is that Splinter Cell being as bad as it was originally, this could very well become an improvement.
Excuse me.
But it's modern day Ubisoft. So I have no faith that they're actually going to fix all of the flaws with the story that came from,
Which don't exist.
I guess maybe the fact that they were trying to construct it as a level by level video game, even though the original Metal Gear Solid was a fucking sandbox.
But he went a lot
Was
quieter
it?
than I thought.
Yeah, like
Yeah, it
Perhaps he
it
was ready
that.
for
If you
it.
think about it, kind of.
like you've got to go anywhere
Yeah, that makes
sandbox
sense.
in the original MGS, and Splinter Cell was level based.
I gotta
It's
see
like,
if I can
come
get
on.
Twin Snakes at a con.
Like, I get
You
they're
don't
similar
exist,
games, but I
remember?
don't mind one was a sandbox
What you're
and the other
saying
was
goes
more
against the
level-based.
laws of nature.
I kind of prefer the level-based
Then
over
perhaps
the
he
sandbox.
believes non-existence.
Not like, okay, you go
But I
fix it.
want to rant
Either
a little
way,
bit because, like,
came out
guys,
okay.
Alright.
they had he appeared.
Axel.
Sam Fisher a few years
grifter
back appeared
till
in
the
like
end.
what was it, Ghost
That's
Recon?
absurd.
Yeah, that was the last appearance that Michael Ironside had as the character. They'd recast him as
They set up a great story with
and
that
that
version of
led
Sam
to his
Fisher. They
demise.
had a great tribute
He
to
was
like
foolish
Solid
and
Snake
weak.
2. Like they set up something
But
truly interesting that I wanted to see them do with the
weakness
character.
has the
And guess
power
what?
to
They're
awaken
doing
that
nothing with it. You
which is
set that up
dormant.
for no reason.
It is clear.
Why?
well, they did the same fucking thing with the Friday the 13th movies and Nightmare on Elm Street. They set up a bunch of interesting stuff in like Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare, and Freddy vs. Jason, and Jason X, and all that stuff. And then the next films that they made in both of those series were reboots that never went anywhere.
To be
Huh.
fair, with Freddy versus Jason, that did almost happen, but the Freddy IP holders didn't want to do it because they didn't want Freddy to lose again.
Yeah. And then
They gotta protect
and then
the
when they
IP.
actually and then when they made the reboots, they didn't follow up on any of that shit either.
At the very least, we did get the comic sequels. As poorly drawn as they are, they're still awesome.
Ooh. Yeah.
I don't mean to
They're
interject,
pretty
guys, but I'm at the world that never was with one of the best world musics imaginable.
Axel said
And
Kyrie's
some of the
in the
best
dungeon.
bosses in the franchise.
Then we better
Roxas'
find a
fight
way
is
to get
still
to
one of
that
the best
castle.
story fights in the entire series.
Well, at the very least, this version actually has you fight Roxas, unlike in the
Yeah,
original.
that's right. Yeah,
What
the
is it?
original didn't have it at all.
The original is
Honestly, this
basically
fight is
fucking-
so hard.
And you gotta like pray you get final.
Yeah, because after you get,
there's a way to
Yeah,
There is
that-
a way
that's-
to
it's
exploit
just no, it's just random. It's purely random.
yeah.
But there's a way to exploit. There's a way to exploit it. You
Is
equip
there?
this certain keyblade.
No,
Yeah,
no,
you equip-
no. I'm talking about the original Ben. I'm talking about.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
You don't
No,
get to become
yeah.
one.
No,
Yeah.
it's still random in Final Mix as well.
Hmm.
No. To become, you have to equip to become one when you. But it's 50-50.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. So you equip to become one. You go to the Olympics Coliseum. You pick the one specifically with the drive form stuff.
No, you drive home no matter what.
You
It's
spam the
50-50,
drive
you can
form.
get 20
and
or-
You no, let me finish. You spam the drive form, but you restart if you get a dark form. But if you get final form, you're done. It took me like 10 tries, but I got it.
Wow, 10?
Goddamn.
Yeah, like 10. It's RGN though, so it could take you up to a few hundred if you're really unlucky.
Or if you're like me, it just takes you like 3 tries.
I'm gonna wait.
Yeah.
Be sure to say your prayers to random number Jesus before you start playing that game.
Oh, by the way, before we continue, Alex, I've got a pitch for you for if we do Chronicles of Narnia.
Yeah?
Jesus Christ, Aslan.
Oh, you know what we should do? Before we go on, you know one thing that we need to do as part of our Halloween special?
What?
Our Halloween month? We have to do Nosferatu.
That'll probably be on like a Sunday stream.
Yeah, Nosferatu is public domain, so we can like stream the entire film.
Wow. All right, I'm back
Yeah.
at the Sandlot, and I'm about to take on Lexington Steel.
Like we don't need to.
No.
And because it's a silent movie, there's no soundtrack. We can just we're over it and not have to worry about it. I could play my library of royalty-free horror soundtracks, and we could create our own version that we could actually sell on DVD.
Wow,
Yeah.
Okay, this actually sounds like something I'd be down with.
Yeah, I'll be down for that.
Coming to a Dollar Tree near you.
Hang on. Okay, so I need to see with the topics. I only have like 34 minutes. So let's get these down. Alright, next one, GTA Hacker, the guy who single-handedly cost Rockstar $1 million in a day, has been arrested in the UK. For hacking, he's been arrested for hacking both Uber and Rockstar, and both have appeared in court against the kid as of late.
What did he do to... Yeah, he's like 16, right?
Yeah, 16.
So what did he...
But you also the one that had for the leak
Oh.
I think it was Diablo 4 that also got.
Yeah, no, that's a different guy. That's a different guy.
I figured at least that.
No, it's different. It's a different dude. But yeah, the kid basically violated a bunch of laws and stealing stuff from companies, as well as leaking very sensitive stuff. Again, it's just a lot of thievery stuff charges. Also, he apparently violated his bail, so that's a record. But yeah,
he definitely fucked up.
yeah, I mean the rest is deserved, but also fuck Rockstar. That's all I have to say. I mean, I've talked about this last week in detail. I don't think I need to repeat myself. Should we go to the next topic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright,
Oh.
next topic.
Oh, no.
Guilty Gear
No.
news! It's Guilty Gear, but this time it's actually good news!
Good!
Guilty Gear XRD both games are getting rolled back netcode in late October.
Fuck rollback. Real men play with input delay and like it.
I mean, I've played Smash Brothers Online.
Yeah. But yeah, it's funny because as soon as this announcement happened, I saw a bunch of memes of people abandoning Strive.
Yeah.
So, yeah, something tells me that once it's fully out, people are gonna abandon that game in droves. Because apparently, I don't know, I haven't played this game that often, but from what I've been told, XRD is some of the best
Xrd?
in the series. Xrd,
Yeah,
yes.
Xrd sign is like... I've heard that it has like really good, because I haven't played it myself in quite a while. I played it at a convention, and I've heard that it's like some of the best play of its type for
No.
player, which I understand, and it was pretty good when I played it. But for like online play, since I don't actually have the game, I've heard that it's pretty shit.
Oh god. I'm getting my ass kicked.
Now, so it's going to get more players in Strive for sure. Honestly, I feel like this is definitely going to kill Strive's player base because a lot of Gear players prefer this game over Strive. So just
Boom shakalaka.
And leave Strive to die.
Sorry, I just got excited beating Lexington Steel.
You're good.
As opposed to Remington Steel.
Okay, to explain the joke, there's a
It's not funny if you explain it.
there.
So some people aren't gonna understand it.
Yeah, they aren't gonna understand, and so they aren't gonna understand. So I do feel like I should explain it anyway. So, there's a there's like a parody skit series called Disorganization 13, and one part of that was essentially Curtis Arnott, aka Takahata 101, voicing a version of Lexius, who sounds like a stereotyped black guy.
I thought he was going to sound like Pierce Brosnan.
that would be Remington Steel.
I'm like,
Yes. I'm glad somebody else got that reference.
Yeah, Fran and said that earlier.
That's all.
Oh.
Alright, next topic, we're out of time on that one.
Yep.
So, Marvel, wait, what was it? So Kevin Feige on not recasting Chihuahua in the MCU. It was much, I can't say it, I'm sorry. It was
T'Challa.
much too soon.
We can't recast Chihuahua. George Lopez was too unique.
Oh god, that was too good. Oh, Ben.
Okay, keep going, Ben.
Ben, we're
Anyway,
Ben.
I can't say foreign names because I always mess them up. I'm not being racist. It's just my tongue can't read them. Also, Kevin
Hold on for your brain
Feige,
to catch up.
his family is literally telling you to recast him, and you're telling him to fuck off. So like, fuck you, Kevin Feige, you stupid piece of shit. It's a terrible decision. Like, I'll get it if Wakanda Forever was like a film that took place between Infinity War and Endgame. Like, that would have been justifiable, but that's not the case here.
Why isn't
Like,
it?
shit.
That would actually be a good idea.
It would be such a good idea. We talked about this too.
We have so much untapped potential in that time period, and they're just doing fucking nothing with it.
So
Oh.
Namor looked like shit. I don't know if you guys seen the picture.
Yeah, we've seen that. You've shown it to us.
No, there's some new stuff released, and he looks.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
Also,
return a call from Alden.
How the clothing for Wakanda looks like updated, but then like the clothing that Namor has looks like it's never been upgraded once throughout thousands of years.
Well, it also doesn't look anything fucking like Namor.
Yeah, it's
Taskmaster, you kind of got the idea that was Taskmaster by looking at the suit, but like this doesn't look like fucking Namor. Taskmaster barely looked like it.
If you ask a Marvel fan to look at this character and tell them what character you think that is, they're not going to say Namor. It looks nothing like Namor. And like Dunn said, if you told them to look at the MCU Taskmaster, they would have an idea that it's him. Like, it's not exactly, but
Like there's still a T on the chest, and you've got the same color scheme. This isn't the
Yeah,
same
and you also
color
got
scheme.
the skull helmet, so that's at least there.
yeah, well, vaguely. The skull thing has kind of been censored in China. China.
Even though I do like the casting of Tilda Swinton as the
Ancient One.
as the Ancient One, because at the very least she, you know, played the character her to the best of her ability. So you can get over the change.
It's
this?
still the fucking Swint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the White Witch from Narnia. Come on. Can we extend it?
Yeah.
Fine. 1 minute. Let me extend it.
All right.
1 minute. Stay on topic.
All right, Alec. But the thing is like, what matters to me and a lot of other people is the talent you're bringing to the table. Like, you could have some of the most diverse casting imaginable, but if they can't bring the talent to the table, well, then I'm just gonna be like, yeah, no. Oh, why even do this? Because you know how Heimdall was
Goofy.
Yeah.
Was
and it was Idris Elba, and it was fucking great.
Yeah, because Idris Elba brought a lot to the character, even if he wasn't there or for most of the movie.
Yeah, Heimdall is said to be the palest of the gods in the myths, and nobody gave a shit.
Yeah.
Because it was Idris fucking Elba.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know anybody who has complained about Idris Elba's casting. Anyway, I'm fighting Roxas.
Yeah, that's the biggest fuck you. That and Nick Fury, because everybody fucking loves those two guys.
Yeah. To be fair, Nick Fury was also based off the Ultimate Marvel
Yes.
comics. Completely intentional at the time.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Chaos Fury Splinter Cell got a remake on the 3DS? Why? Why does Slice squeal?
Don't ask questions.
Don't.
Why is it made by Game Loft?
It probably got stuck at
I'm not even gonna question it. On to the next topic. Black Adam rumors. Let's discuss that. I'm not going in order. The first one was from Grace. You guys remember Grace, right?
Grace Randolph.
Oh.
But this rumor of hers is actually quite interesting. It sounds like something that would happen. So The Rock apparently very recently pitched a movie which was quote-unquote Black Adam versus the Justice League and the Suicide Squad. That's rumor she shared.
That actually sounds neat.
That sounds like something The Rock would pitch. Apparently one of our discoveries is considering it, depending on how well Black Adam.
I'd watch that.
Yeah, I would too.
And I
Next
curb stomped
ones are
Roxas.
The next ones are from a more reliable source. Mikey, as you may remember, Stolden or Sly on YouTube. Should plug his channel at some point, but he had some stuff to say about Black Adam news. So he said a lot, so I'm gonna go over one by one. The old Warner Brothers, before Discovery, originally wanted Black Adam as the Superman figure on the Justice League team, decided replacing him.
You what?
But it gets funnier.
Tell
Then
me.
you'll get a crack at this. The Rock
Tell me why
wanted
he
no
picked
part on
you.
that. He wanted nothing
Yeah,
to do with
good.
that. And so he basically had his movie take place in Snyder's verse exclusively.
Good.
So if anyone's wondering why Universe didn't do anything, because The Rock has a lot of star power. You can't
He's the
exactly-
highest paid actor in Hollywood. He's a fucking legend.
Yeah, and not even Warner Brothers can say no to him on that, so he gets the final say on that. Though, if you ask me, it's likely he also didn't have control over the more or less his tone, because we remember the first and second trailer's tone, right? The first trailer was like more funny, but then the second trailer under Discovery was a lot more serious.
Yeah,
But
the second trailer was a vast improvement.
Yeah, extremely so. Night and fucking day. The next one, the Spectre was originally on the JSA team, but was removed for unknown reasons at the time. He will likely be back in later sequels, as The Rock wants the JSA to be a rougher version of the Justice League. So the next
Like
one
the
is
JSA,
Superman.
they should stick around.
I still wish
Superman,
I honestly wish we could have gotten a sequel of Wonder Woman where she's part of the JSA.
Would
This
have been
might
better
be a
than Wonder Woman
spoiler,
84.
this might be a spoiler, but Superman does appear in the film wearing his OG suit from the Man of Steel.
Kind of
He,
fitting.
We don't actually know that yet.
It would be
Yeah,
kind of
that's what
fitting,
Mikey is
though.
saying. That's what Mikey is saying, and I trust him over anyone else.
We'll
I mean,
find.
I'm not opposed to it, but I'm just saying that is a rumor at this point.
We'll find
Yeah,
out when the movie
I'll
comes out.
discuss that in a bit more detail once I. Let me find my.
is real.
I just need to plug in my phone so I can actually use the timer. I'm not done.
Yeah,
yet.
as long as Cavill's returning, and they're not gonna play the fucking John Williams theme, I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
No idea about the.
Fun
John
fact.
Williams
Yeah, fun fact: Zack and Hans actually pitched using the John Williams theme in Man of Steel. Warner Brothers said no. But then, when they made Justice League, or rather, when they made Justice League, guess what they inserted? Apropos of fucking nothing.
The John Williams feed.
Fran, I'm sure you remember that when we went to see the movie in theaters.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Uh,
Alright. The next one. The rumor of Black Adam being the Thanos of
Or
DC is false.
maybe I have.
As The
Yeah.
Rock is looking for Black Adam to be an
Might be time
anti-hero
to sleep.
smearing between the
Soon we
lines
won't be
of
able to
hero
talk
and
like this
villain.
anymore.
Yeah, like, that doesn't... Why would he be the fucking Thanos of DC?
Yeah,
they
that-
have Darkseid!
Yeah.
Exactly. Darkseid is pretty much Thanos.
yeah, why?
Yeah.
Yeah, Thanos is based off of
I've
Darkseid.
been thinking about.
Alright, so if
something
anything,
said.
it's like you
Roxas,
already have the Thanos of
Are you really
DC.
sure
It's
you don't
just
have
No, it's not that. It's not that
Is
The
it
Rock.
possible
It's not
that
like
we all
Thanos is
have
based
one?
off of, or was inspired by Darkseid.
me,
He's created by
her.
the same fucking
Or
dude.
is that just wishful thinking?
Yep, Jack Kirby. Hail to the
Yep,
king.
The
I
same
don't know.
person, which is hilarious. And
I
then the
can't
last one,
just look
the
inside.
Suicide Squad could play a part in
Yeah,
future films.
I guess not.
This is more of unlikely since
But I
former
figure
producer for Suicide
If
Squad
there is
2,
something in
Michael DeLuca, is
inside
back
us,
in Warner Brothers in his
then
former
we'd feel
role.
it, wouldn't
and
we?
he's
Hashtag
had a
release
hand-
the air cut.
And
Yep.
if so,
Yeah. So in DC
No.
projects recently, I'm gonna
mind.
start a timer.
Come on.
So what do we think about
Don't
all
leave
these
me hanging.
rumors? We
Keep
have-
James Gunn the hell away from the Suicide Squad.
Please keep him away. Because
Apparently,
No, he
we
will.
talked about how DC
Because
wants him
he's
to
me.
stay, but for unknown projects, we have no idea what.
we can keep Ratcatcher 2 and King Shark.
Make
Are-
him handle the fucking Birds of Prey. He
No.
can deal with the Birds of Prey. The Suicide
what?
Squad, he
You know
should
what?
not.
You know what? He could make a good
Man,
Birds
I
of
miss
Prey
the old
movie.
times.
Or the Outsiders. Hell, have him run the fucking Outsiders.
Daily
That's a good
Mess.
thing for
You
him.
got your new name.
That would work.
and I
Yeah,
sat right
absolutely.
here
I could see that.
and watched
Fran,
the
you know
sun.
who's on the Outsiders, right?
No.
Although technically, I'd rather have Ben Affleck running the Outsiders movie, but still, so, like if we can't get Batfleck in on that,
Pence,
we'll get somebody else. James Gunn's not a bad choice for them.
No.
I agree.
You'll see
Better
about
than the
that.
Suicide Squad, especially
Yeah.
considering he jobbed Starro the Conqueror out to Task Force X. I still can't get over that.
Yeah, Alex is pissed off over the fact that Starro the Conqueror was the main villain of Task Force.
I don't- okay.
Yeah.
The original Justice League villain.
Yes. Man, this is some good
But
ice
yeah,
cream, huh?
I think that's all we have to say,
Yeah.
honestly. But yeah, I'm gonna go to the next one. This is one me and Dunn foreshadowed earlier about fucking Discovery tax breaks.
Take care.
So Discovery has decided to Discovery has decided to
Right back
write
at
off
ya,
Final Space
buddy.
as a tax break.
How
and
the
it will be
fuck do you
removed
write
from-
off something that's already been released?
I don't. That's a good fucking question. I don't know. It's being said it's already been removed off all U.S. streaming services, and it's set to be removed off of all international services once the license expires.
Like, I didn't even know that show was available on Blu-ray, and the second I heard that it was being taken off of streaming, I went to go buy it, and it was fucking gone.
Jeez.
Yeah, just a heads up. Final
Make a
Space
good
only had
other.
season 1 and 2 on Blu-ray. Season 3
Yeah.
has never had a release. And
Yeah, and like
creator-
I'd only
Just
seen
happened.
the first season, but I really fucking liked it. That was the good show.
It's a
Then
good
me and
fucking
Donald
show.
had to
Like, I didn't think I was gonna, and then I saw it and I loved it, and now I'm sad because the show is fucking gone.
Riku,
Yar har fiddly-dee.
that guy.
The creator has been
In the black
pushing to
coat.
do one more season of the show, and now he's pissed because he might never be able to
Yeah.
do one again.
You're right.
Just a fucking tax break.
Hey, so-
means organization 13.
Hey, so guys, I gotta.
Not even just that though. The show's being erased off into the void.
Yeah, I'm gonna echo something I saw on Twitter. If you're gonna pull this shit with something like that, the copyright is released into the public domain.
Yeah.
We have to have copyright reform now. Fuck you, Razor Fist. If you say that the public domain is cancer, fuck you. Public domain is better. I would rather there be a million fucking shitty Wizard of Oz fan service bait and like reimaginings things and whatnot than there actually being like nothing. You know, your favorite musical, The Fucking Wiz, wouldn't exist if The Wizard of Oz wasn't in the public domain, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I got two become one, so I just use a drive form and then
No, don't
hope-
use it yet. Don't use it yet. Go
I-
to the freaking. Go to
No,
what is it,
I usually just do it
the-
here.
no,
Oh,
go to your
never
other one.
mind.
Trust me, you don't want to do it. Ugh. Idiot.
Well, at least I could grind up my drive forms around here.
Watching the final form, like, you can
That weirdly enough, that has actually happened to me on my first playthrough of this game, Fran.
even in the world that never was.
Yeah.
You know what? It'll be easy easier. It'll just be vastly easier for you, man.
That takes time.
No, that took me like.
You have to go back to
two
stage.
minutes.
No. Because you have to go back to stage point. Go.
No, you didn't even have to do that.
Guys, let's focus back on the topic.
Now let's get back to the Ben. Who's taking us off topic this time?
Evan.
You.
That is my bad, and I will take ownership of that.
Yeah, you're continuing to go off topic, man.
Anyways, let's
You're limited on time.
stop talking about stuff and actually talk about stuff. So what's next?
Like the next topic, Illumination to open a division called Moonlight to make animated films made for teenagers and adults.
I can't wait for them to release the first official Overwatch porno to theaters.
Oh God.
I will admit, this is neat to see Illumination do, but you wanna know why I think they're doing this?
Why?
Because so many teenagers and adults went to see the last Indian movie.
Oh
Yeah, probably.
God.
Yeah, because let's be honest, most of that money was from teenagers and adults. I should know, I'm also one of them.
Oh, you poor thing.
It was good, I liked it, it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
I know.
It was better than the first Minions.
Yeah, it was so much better than the first, it's not even a contest.
Oh, come on.
But yeah, it's pretty,
Anti-form.
it does make me wonder, what the hell is Illumination going to make as an adult film?
Like I said,
Replace
or they might actually team up with Tim Burton.
You know,
That'd be
that would
interesting.
Cool. That would actually work. I can see that. Bro, has he not made a good film in decades?
Let's see. Tim Burton's. Let's see. I think the last decent movie I saw from him was the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but
I got final form.
that was just okay. That wasn't anything special.
Yeah, but I mean, it could work. But that's about it. Should I go to the next topic?
Yeah, I don't think there's much to say. Could be interesting. That's about it.
Well, this one's not really more of a topic, it's just a funny thing. So the Simpsons did an episode about, you know how like the Simpsons predict everything?
Yeah.
They probably showed how
They did a parody episode where Homer and his friends were obsessing over an animated show that did exactly that.
Oh, jeez.
It's pretty funny, but there was one thing that was really odd that sounds like a message from the writers. And while they're in the room, it zooms into this newspaper that says Disney returns Fox. It's good to feel clean again.
Oh, that sounds cool. I'd be down for that.
I feel like
They're never-
please let Disney free us. We don't want to be a part of Disney anymore.
They're never gonna get rid of that. That's too much money. The Simpsons is worth $1 billion on merch alone.
This is
So
more like it just looks like more of a cry for help.
By the way, Ben,
Yeah.
remember what Fran predicted and how I get it in within like 10 minutes? It
You
happened.
got it in like 5 minutes, didn't you?
Yep!
I will admit though, it's cute. It's a cute joke because they're trying to predict that Fox is going to separate from Disney. But who knows? Maybe it'll work. Maybe that 4D chess play will work, and they'll be free one day.
Give it 20 years.
Oh, yeah.
And they'll sell it to Haim Saban.
Oh,
Disney goes bankrupt. Fox is free.
No, that's never gonna happen.
Nah.
It's never gonna happen, but who knows? But yeah, next topic, next one. Morbius to reportedly get a sequel.
Well, it's Morbin time again.
Reportedly,
Okay,
it's
this is
not
better than
confirmed,
this would be better than like
apparently,
another.
apparently, what pushed it over the edge, if it's true, is the extremely high rental numbers and streaming numbers. So, I'm gonna start the timer here. Good job, fuckers. You just memed the sequel into possible reality.
It is the #1 movie on Netflix right now.
Yeah, and it also broke. I don't think it broke rental records, but did super well on those services for some godforsaken reason.
I'm sorry, I can't help but giggle.
I do, honestly, I hope they release a director's cut because that film got butchered in its edit.
They're probably not going to.
Can we
But who
get
knows?
can we get a version of that? Can we get a version of that movie that exclusively just has Milo dancing?
I can loop that for you if you want.
Yes!
They're gonna make the Morbius sequel super self-aware.
No,
I hope not.
And all of Jared Leto's lines will be the memes.
They're gonna insert the meme somewhere. They got
I love the
something
part-
He's got like, how about Morbin times? No, that's stupid. And then
I
he
love
does
the
it in
part-
third act.
I love the part where Morbius said we live in a society.
Wait, that's the wrong movie. That's Justice League.
Oh,
That's no joke.
suddenly Fran
Yeah,
becomes Arnold
like-
Schwarzenegger.
Morbius teamed up with the Joker and totally joked all over those guys.
Oh.
But yeah,
Michael Morbius wears a purple suit for the first half of the film. He and Joaquin Phoenix talked for about 50 minutes. It was a very strange creative choice.
So
Get
anyway,
Todd Phillips to direct the next Morbius film.
Oh god.
and then we have Morbius just dancing down the stairs.
oh god, I have 9 minutes. I have 9 minutes left. We need to get
Okay, Ben.
Oh yeah, I need to get through these really fast.
Yeah.
Italy goes far right. They elected Giorgia Meloni. I'm saying that name.
Malone.
Quote unquote far right.
Yeah, well, to be fair, she did defend Mussolini.
Okay, yeah. Let's take her out back.
Yeah, that's a weird thing, but like outside of that, her policies do seem to be more rational compared to others. But to be fair, that's kind of a low ball.
Yeah, but like, do you remember how like Adolf Hitler gained all the power that he did? The German Communist Party burned down German Parliament.
Wow.
So yeah,
The more you know.
Alright, next topic. This will piss you off, Don. Marvel will reportedly use Josh's run of the X-Men comics and use it for the MCU.
Oh,
oh no,
God.
that's actually a really good run of the X-Men comics. That was
Really?
back before Joss Whedon lost his fucking mind.
Okay, that might actually be good then. Never mind. Next one. I put in Biden embarrassing himself again. Let's see what he said. Oh yeah, so he was with Elton John. He said.
Did he actually say that, or was that just a joke?
He said it's all his fault. We are spending $6 billion in taxpayer money on HIV and AIDS this month.
Oh my God.
Please tell me he
He
didn't.
said that in
Oh.
front of him. I feel like that was supposed to be a joke, but.
Yeah, I was gonna say, please tell me that was a joke. Like, either a joke by him or a joke by somebody else making something up that he said.
I can't. It's.
The problem is, this is like we're beyond parody at this point because, like, you can honestly believe it. It's like, this is George W. Bush levels of terrible right now, you know?
I don't buy it anymore. Next one, Portal game RTX 3 DLC, making the game look like even more graphically impressive than it ever has.
Yeah. Yeah, that looks really fucking good.
I'm
Yeah,
sure.
It does. Next one, Detective Pikachu video game sequel is quote unquote almost finished. I didn't even realize it was getting a sequel. I don't.
How are
think
they
it's
go-
announced yet.
How are they going to make a
They're
sequel?
like just announced it.
They need to get Ryan Reynolds to do the voice.
No, not the movie, the video game.
Oh yeah.
No, they need to get Ryan Reynolds to do the voice.
As opposed to
Get him to
KG
say-
Tang.
Get him to say Pikachu once, and that'll be the voice that they use throughout the entire game.
What do you think, Fran? How does that sound?
That sounds fine.
Alright.
Alright, next one. So yeah, we have like 3 more topics left. Mariah Carey and her secret 1995 album. Done. I don't
Mariah
know what this
Carey.
is. But there's context for that.
Okay, so Mariah Carey, who is like this like pop R&B singer, or with a beautiful fucking voice. Everybody primarily knows her for the eternal Christmas hell that is All I Want for Christmas Is You.
I actually know her for something else.
What?
Glitter.
That one
shit.
that one two-parter
I
of
forgot about that.
that one two-parter of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Say, but go ahead.
That one two-parter of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure where Muhammad Abdul and Joseph Joestar ended up getting magnetized to each other.
So anyways, Mariah Carey recorded an album with a grunge band. Like, she was part of a grunge band as sort of like a side gig with while she was doing her regular stuff. And they've actually uncovered the original vocal recordings and are planning on releasing it. And I want to hear how this sounds, because like Mariah Carey as the lead singer of a grunge rock band. This sounds absurd, and I want to hear it. I want to know, can you show me?
Alright, I got 4 minutes. We have 2 more topics. The Paramount fucks up the War of the Worlds 4K release and doubles down
Which one?
on it. The new one.
The Tom Cruise one.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Wait, no,
the original that-
no, you're asking which version. Hang on, no, I misunderstood. You're asking which version? It's the 1953 version.
They're
Oh,
like
wait.
10 from War of the Worlds. Okay,
Yeah,
fine,
War of the
10.
World, 1953.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Coloring.
I thought it was the...
No,
let's
it's
see here.
specific, no, the thing you sent me is specifically 1953.
Oh, yeah, the 1983... Okay. Yeah. This is the 1983 War of the Worlds, yeah.
Apparently they are looking into the issue,
Excuse
and
me?
right now they are doubling down.
Yeah, they're probably gonna try and say, oh, why the fuck did you delete your fucking tweet?
Who deleted what
yeah,
now?
Okay, so the official statement they put out was, "We sincerely appreciate fans' passion for War of the Worlds and their attention to detail. The scene that has been referenced as being more blue than red was taken from the original 3-strip Technicolor negative. Paramount chose not to employ additional color correction, but instead consulted original ID Technicolor prints and matched the look from there. Bull fucking shit, Mars has never been blue."
Yeah, it's never been blue. What the fuck?
And Bill posted screenshots from a previous version. And I'm looking at this. Okay, review War of the Worlds and When Worlds Collide.
The comparison. I'll post that in broadcast chat. But we have 2 minutes. I'm going to the next
Yeah,
one.
the original theatrical version is included on the 4K, and it has the proper color correction on it. Fuck you, Paramount. Fuck you, you goddamn bitches.
Anyway,
The last topic of the night. A new release of Zack Snyder's Justice League. I found there's 100 of these. Comes with a free comic, and it's from Jeff Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ouch.
A fix.
I mean,
irony.
they basically pair up these comics at random. They pair, like, what is tangentially related to the movie. So, like, Superman Doomsday got paired up in a comic movie combo with the Death of Superman comic. There's one for the Dark Knight Returns, etc. All-Star Superman. I think there's also one for Red Sun and whatnot, and Watchmen. It's not uncommon, and considering like the Justice League movie is kind of a mishmash of different aspects of the Justice League from over the years, they don't have one comic to pull from, so it does make a little bit of sense that they'd pull from like kind of something at random, but the fact that they picked a Jeff Johns comic is kind of funny.
yeah.
That's like freaking blue. It's like, okay, there's plenty of comics you could have put, and that's the one.
You know, you could.
Ooh,
That's like pairing a copy of Mein Kampf up with Schindler's List, you know?
guys, I want you to take a look at this.
Yeah.
This is the workload that I have to complete the Ultima weapon, I need... Here's the thing. There are only 7
You gotta
Orichalcum
play
plus...
all the Ultima games.
Nope.
There are only 7 Orichalcum pluses in the entire game. They... The
and
only...
You can waste them on Save the King and Frozen Pride.
Yep.
Or no, Save the King.
Actually, no.
Nah. I think
Good.
regular Orichalcum.
Yeah, only regular Orichalcum is needed for Save the King.
Oh, okay, I'm mistaken.
Frozen-
Damn it, Chernobog.
Yeah, or Orichalcum is needed for just Save the King and Save the Queen. In Ultima, and they only require 1 Orichalcum. Ultima weapon... I need 1 Dense Crystal, 1 Twilight Crystal, and I need the rest of the Orichalcum pluses, and I
also need to level up the Moogle crafting as well, so...
Oh yeah, I know.
Well, just enough to be able to use that was a running crystal to cut the recipe in half?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
No, it's an energy crystal.
Oh, okay, energy crystal, whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Just enough to get into that. You don't need to, like, keep going further after that.
Yeah. But yeah, alright, it's time for me to go. Since I'm done with the topics, I'm free. So, you guys have a good night. I'll see you this Friday's stream.
Yep.
With me, Dunn, and Alex on a secret stream. Woo!
I am Alex.
Alex, Kevin, and me on a secret stream. Y'all guys will see this.
I'm
Friday.
gonna be here twice.
Alright, you guys have a good night. I'll see you guys Friday. Toodaloo!
Okay, so I'm gonna talk about what I was doing on Saturday.
Oh god.
So, Kevin knows.
Yep.
Ben knows. Fran, do you want to guess why I was late to the Saturday stream by a whole fucking day?
Traffic.
No.
No, I was busy being murdered. I got better. Don't worry. I'll send you a picture later, but I got, like, covered in all kinds of like, cherry-flavored fake blood.
Oh, okay. I was about to say that. Like, wait, what? You were in the middle of a crime scene? That's...
It's part of something he was filming.
Yeah, I'm in a movie.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Okay, at the very least I
Oh,
have...
look, new Pokemon, Minun. Completely fucking useless. Just like Puzzle. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you don't have...
Minun fan.
Don't apologize, Fran. And you...
Kinda,
You are speaking the literal truth
they look
here.
cute, they're adorable, but there's no point to having them. I'm just saying. That's just me. You can catch them, but like I'm gonna try to do right now.
I got a bright gem.
And there we go, got mine.
I don't know what that does.
And the thing is with Plusle and Minun...
Material.
And the thing is with Plusle and Minun...
It's like they're pretty much here for double battles. That's
Yeah,
it.
their only gimmick really is just
They're
double
abilities.
battles.
Yeah.
Else they don't have any substance into them otherwise.
Yeah, when you think about double battles, then it's like there's not much to it.
Nope. And my controller's acting up again.
Oh, Professor Birch.
You know, funnily enough, in the anime, Professor Birch is actually voiced by Dan Green.
Yep.
That is... And Dan Green also provides the voice of Ash's Grovyle. Yeah. Now, one
And yes,
thing...
once I got the Steven, I did.
Welcome to the Dan Green Show, where all the characters are voiced by Dan Green.
Okay, so I got
I
it.
got the experience there on Steven right now.
Yep. And the thing is, I didn't really get to explain Final Form since we were busy doing the topics, but now that we're no longer doing that, Final Form... Yeah, Final Form is leveled up through defeating nobodies. He's
might as well stick in a world that never was.
World That Never Was and Twilight Town.
Yeah, mainly, but mainly world that never was. Because, like, I think there's more of nobodies.
Well, there's more inside the castle because the outside is mostly populated by Heartless.
Yeah, it's a castle that's...
The benefit to leveling up to leveling up Final Form, is basically you getting Glide.
Yeah.
And that's going to be immensely helpful later down the road when you need a Glide to get at more puzzle pieces. Isn't at this point, after unlocking Final Form, your drive forms will... Yeah, your drive forms will need to be leveled up again. And it's just like...
Which if you've been like going through the game, like
Yeah. Yeah, I have been doing that. And so, this shouldn't take too long. Valor form, you just need to hit thing. Wisdom form. Yeah, there's plenty of there's plenty of places for the heart. Oh, and and this room right here in the mysterious tower. This is the gambling nobodies are the best way to grind up master form. And here's the berserkers. God, I hate these guys.
I usually just gambling nobody. I usually just go to Land of Dragons to remember.
Yeah, Land of Dragon. Yeah, Land of Dragons is actually a good place.
Yeah, because
place to grind up.
With drives and burger equipment.
Yeah. I'm so thankful Magic makes the Berserker nobody is just...
Yeah, it prays it somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, because otherwise... Oh, they are annoying. Like, otherwise, I wouldn't even... I wouldn't even bother dealing with them. And I found the last save point of Twilight Town. So... Now, the thing is... You know, it's weird how KH2 at least has more of an incentive to go out and grind.
Oh yeah, we gotta talk about the Mob Psycho 100 thing.
Oh yeah, because Crunchyroll didn't want to play ball with union voice actors, or that's kind of a big deal. And Kyle McCarley ended up making a post about, and I'm like, may not be a big fan of you, but I do not agree with this.
Now, yeah, I don't know who I like least in this situation, because on the one hand, and like, Funchy Stuffkaplex can go to hell, but on the other hand, and like, this is also a case of like they're trying to muscle the, these... SAG is basically trying to muscle Funimation into like, bending to their whims.
SAG is Screen Actors Guild for context.
Yeah, the more the Screen Actors Guild tries to get in on this, the less opportunities there's going to be for independent voice actors, and there's like all kinds of like problems that come with SAG, like you can't act in non-SAG productions using your SAG registered name, even if that's your real name, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So there's like upsides and downsides, and if you don't get work within SAG, and if you're not getting enough work within SAG, and you want to try and go outside, which happens for some actors, or if you want to reprise a non-SAG role that you used to do, that'll be an issue, and that's not even consistent. Sometimes there's like non-union actors in union productions, and then they immediately go back to being in non-union productions, and it's like the rules are not consistent. Nobody knows what the fuck's going on, and I'd like to know what is up here. Because on the one hand, like, I appreciate, the getting higher pay for the actors and residuals and whatnot, but on the other hand, they're also responsible for, like, strikes, which lead to recasts and things like that. So you get shit like the Resident Evil 2 dub, which took place during the middle of a strike, and you got new actors playing the characters, and some of them are alright and some of them aren't, you know?
Yeah. And so it's really a bad situation no matter how you look at it.
Yeah, there's no clear villain here, and there's no clear hero. And, like, the thing that got me was, like, there were actors calling for solidarity in regards to, like, oh, don't audition for the roles that are being recast. And I'm like, where was this when the Ava redub was happening? When any of these, like, other redubs were happening? And it's like, and somebody asked me, did this have to do with, like, a union dispute? And it's like, no, it doesn't have to do with a fucking union dispute. It has to do with some dumbass being petty about shit. Like, it doesn't, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Like, you shouldn't be, if you hold this principle that nobody should be auditioning for somebody's role when it gets recast, you have to hold that principle universally, or else it doesn't mean shit. You know?
Yeah, it has to be like one of those, you can't go both ways with this. It has to be, or you can't go one way with this. It has to be
there has to be some give and take.
Yeah.
You know?
You have to be fair to both sides. Alright, because otherwise, then there's going to be a problem with
how the rules are applied. Yeah. I'm perfectly sympathetic with somebody losing their role like this, and somebody wanting to call for solidarity in regards to like we shouldn't be auditioning to take somebody's place just because somebody got screwed over, you know? But nobody said that about Vic Mignogna. Nobody said that about the ADV cast of Ava.
Well, Vic actually did say that in regards to the Netflix dub.
Okay, Vic said that, but Vic was already persona non grata within the industry by that point.
Yeah. It's certainly interesting. It's certainly...
And Vic Mignogna is also, like, a decent human being, which is apparently rare in the entertainment industry.
Oh, you have no idea. It's like... And Fran, it's like... this is kind of why I've kind of just, like, decided that maybe it was best not to really get into the industry, because then I'd have to do all sorts of things to cater to so many other people.
Yeah.
Because, as you remember, or that for a while I wanted to be a voice actor, right, Fran? And it's things like this that made me be like, yeah, you know what? Maybe it's better if I just stick to just, Yeah,
and
just,
people say
just do it on my own.
like, oh, if you if you're against this stuff of oh, you should support them unionizing, and it's like okay, but this is like, I understand your point, but like I was in support of the voice actors union back when it was first starting up, and it's kind of backfired.
Yep.
Like, there's been a lot of positives, but there's been way more negatives. There's been a lot more recasts. There's been a lot more, or like rather than, them just paying, the talent they have less, they're paying new talent less. They're recasting iconic voices every fucking year, Oh, and this is happening all the time. I mean, like, it hasn't gotten any less ridiculous, Well, like, the recasts haven't gotten any less ridiculous in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, what do we do now? We've got this apparatus in place that's basically gatekeeping an entire section of the entertainment industry.
It's interesting how the so-called anti-gatekeepers are the ones gatekeeping.
Well, that's always how it winds up going. They're not talking about gatekeeping in terms of like whether you can do something. They're talking about gatekeeping in terms of whether you can do something with them.
Yeah. So
and this goes to like the Cyberpunk and the D&D thing, because there's stuff. There's been this thing where people are like, oh, don't gatekeep. You're gatekeeping if you're asking somebody like questions about like how they you know what they do and how they do things in regards to like certain hobbies, and that's led to some unfortunate discourse within those hobbies about gatekeeping. But the thing is, like, ultimately, like gatekeeping has a meaning that has nothing to do with like shunning people outside of like you know, keeping people from playing games. You can play a fucking game. You can play a tabletop game if you can find a fucking group that'll accept you, you know? Oh, and it's like the way I've always seen it is like D&D, Cyberpunk, Shadowrun will like both as a player and a DM, we will accept anybody as long as they're willing to play the game. And a lot of people who are complaining about being gatekept, quote unquote, but are either people who want to claim that they have some kind of grand secret knowledge about the problematic history of or nature of something, or they're trying to say that, you know, you trying to help me learn and get better at this is you gatekeeping somehow. No, like this goes on with music and video games and stuff like that. And it's like people say, hey, oh, like not having accessibility settings for like easy difficulties for Dark Souls is gatekeeping, you know? And it's like no, like it's not gatekeeping to have like a single difficulty setting that's well tested and understood, you know? But you can get good at the game, and like, you know, I gotta get back to Dark Souls myself one of these days.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah. But, you know, Dark Souls is a great example because there's, you know, infinite possibilities in the game. You can find a playstyle that suits you. If you haven't found one that suits you, so try a different one. Try maybe, you know, try playing a different game in the series or something, because they make little tweaks and changes. Like Demon Souls is kind of archaic.
Mm-hmm.
Dark Souls is better. You know, Dark Souls 2 is like in some ways a little bit too easy, but you know, they've made changes along the lines. Just like try it out, find things that work for you. That's how all this stuff is. That's how we used to be back in the day. Hey, we'd try out games and it was like, oh, if you don't get it at first, try again, and if you don't get it after a couple of times, you know, maybe it doesn't suit you. Maybe you should try something else, you know?
Yeah.
And that's how we always did it. I'm not gonna play fucking Madden.
Yeah,
you know?
I tried,
'cause I don't give a shit.
Anyway, I once tried Sekiro, for example. Oh, I didn't really like it, so I just kind of, you know, was like, no, it's not for me.
Yeah, like, I don't find Madden particularly fun. The gameplay inputs are both simplistic and hyper-technical at the same time. So, like, you've got, like, basically non-existent gameplay that's controlled with this, like, absurdly complex control scheme. And I played it for a couple of hours, and then I just kind of stopped. I don't play those kinds of games. I play stuff like, you know, if I'm gonna play a sports game, I'm gonna play like a fighting game or a wrestling game, something where you've got, like, you know, you're controlling one guy and you're like working on, or like an arcade sports game, you know, or like I like NBA Jam. I like stuff like that, you know.
Boom shakalaka.
Yep.
Sorry, I couldn't help but quote that bit from NBA Jam. I mean, come on, Fran, you've seen it.
Yeah, but it's not gatekeeping for Madden to not cater to me. I don't give a shit about football. I don't give a shit about most team sports video games, you know? I played baseball as a kid, and I liked baseball video games, like, you know, you had, like, the backyard baseball games, and I played a couple of the MLB The Show games back in the day. Hey, but even those, I'd rather just be playing the sport, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a problem on the game's part. It's just, you know, that's just not your thing.
Yeah, not every game is made for everyone. Like, my mom doesn't complain about, like, The Legend of Zelda being too complex for her, you know?
It's just
Like, she just plays other games. She plays like a little bit of something, and finds out she doesn't like it and goes to play something else, you know? This is the thing that's going on with like Cyberpunk and D&D right now. Tabletop role-playing games are already incredibly broad in their appeal, and easy to pick up and learn. Excuse me.
Yeah, so it's not like they aren't trying.
Yeah, it's not like they aren't trying, but people are like saying, "Oh, why isn't this catering to me?" It's like, you can literally make it cater to you. All you have to do is sit down and do a little bit of work to make it actually come together, you know? Or like that's just how this stuff is. Is like, I write if there's not something for a tabletop game that I want, but like, I have written expansion packs for like D&D and Call of Cthulhu and Shadowrun and even GURPS too, where like there's something that I want that isn't in the system, so I sit down and I generate it from scratch. Like, I put in the work to make this stuff happen, because like I understand the rules and the feel of the game, you know? Or like, if you want to make something work that doesn't work in what's available now, sit down and figure out how to do it. Like, this isn't, and like there are people who are saying like, oh, the Cyberpunk game is too complex, or the Vampire the Masquerade game is too complex. We have to simplify it to make it easier, or we have to make it, you know, take like a D&D 5th edition, which is already, like, literally, I love D&D 5th edition because it's one of the most streamlined and modular systems available. Well, you can do just about anything with it and make it work. But people are still saying that that's too fucking complex.
Hi, Mason.
What did I miss?
We're talking about gatekeeping right now.
Yeah, we were just kind of, you know, going over some of the details on that.
And then, if you have objective criticisms, like if there's like games that are based entirely around choice that like railroad you into like certain scenarios, that it's perfectly valid to criticize games for not having like alternative paths available to you. Like if a role-playing game like Fallout or Skyrim or Final Fantasy or something doesn't have the ability for your choices to make a difference, if all you have to do is like sit there and grind until you're a high enough level to beat whatever the fuck it is that's
in your way
between you and progressing the plot, I gotta say, that ain't fun. Like, if you go through a game and you don't have any major impact on the plot, whether you win or lose, that's not good. That's a bad thing. But it's like, that's an issue. That's an actual issue. That's not like saying, okay, hey, like this game has a character that's like dressed too sexily. You have to change it so you can appeal to this demographic that doesn't like sexy characters. Because that demographic wasn't buying the game already, you know? Oh, this is, like, people talk about, we're probably, like, drifting all over the place, but the point is that, like, a lot of, like, so-called gatekeeping, it's not actually happening. People aren't keeping others out of these things. These people were already not part of the target demographic, or even a periphery demographic in the first place, you know?
Yeah, so it's not like, and, well...
Yeah, we need keeping more than ever, basically.
Like, if I were to, like, sit down and...
Well, anyway.
Try
hey,
to make D&D more appealing to like the fundamentalist Christian demographic who thinks that D&D is the work of Satan. This is not a situation in which I am going to win. These people were already not interested in the game in the first place.
Yeah.
And then you have what was I gonna say?
Well, that's just crazy Misty.
Oh, good. Yeah, you've been having too much fun with that deep fake, Mason.
Yeah, I think Gallandun wanted me to recite something with it. Now that
Duke Navy SEALs copy pasta.
By the way, hey Alex, do you think there's a good PSP emulator that Fran could use? Because I'm sure,
It's called PPSSPP.
Yeah.
And if you have an original PSP, you can hook the PSP up to your PC using the USB cable and use a screen viewer device, a screen viewer app rather, to stream the video directly to your PC, which is what I used to do back in the day.
Oh, so that could actually work. So
the downside to that is it is in 240p.
Yeah, that's
or rather
fine.
272p, but it looks all right. It's like a direct feed. It's progressive scan. You know, if PPSSPP lets you run the game in higher resolutions and you know use like high definition texture packs and things like that. But
I apologize. It's just the name itself sounds silly.
It really does.
You agree, right, Fran?
Yep.
The only reason I was asking about that was mostly because you said you wanted to do the OG Final Fantasy.
Yeah. 20th anniversary.
Yeah. Which, by the way,
PSP versions of those are the best.
Yeah, the PSP version of OG Final Fantasy and Final Fantasy II are objectively the best ways to play those games. One sec.
Yeah.
Gotta breed 'em all, especially my soft and niceful pics.
The hell?
Anyways,
It's deep fake.
oh yeah, Superman and Lois Season 2 is coming to Blu-ray on Tuesday, I believe. This coming Tuesday, not next Tuesday.
Oh, that's neat.
Yes, and they finally stripped out the rest of the padding from Tyler Hoechlin's suit, so he no longer looks like a little boy's head on a grown man's body.
Oh, jeez. You know, the weird thing is that that was a criticism one of my little sister's exes had about
Shazam?
No, not about Shazam. More like it was Tom Holland, and saying like he had a bit of a baby face, even though you know, he's around your age.
I mean, he does look too fucking young, I will say.
Which, by the way, is likely the reason why he was cast as the high schooler Peter Parker.
Yeah, but he still looks like he's about... In Civil War, he looks like he's about 13.
No wonder Iron Man thought he was 14. Oh my god. Not that he's a bad actor, it's just... You know. Oh. Then again, and even in Far From Home, they're calling him like 14, even though he's in his senior year at high school at that point.
How can you lose a 300-pound missile of mass destruction? Yeah, that's a very good question.
Operative, you are aware that this is a stealth mission? You're saying that like there's a problem. How in the hell are you gonna sneak around with that equipment? Well, I could still bring the death mech though, right? Proceeds to sneak around with the death mech.
There's gotta be a path somewhere.
Just all of a sudden, you see Ava Unit 1 tiptoeing in the background. You don't see me. You don't see me.
The worst part is, they don't actually hear or see. The guards don't actually hear or see the guy in the death mech.
Yep.
You hear loud...
What game was that?
It was, I believe it was Halo 4. Or in that skit. Oh, hi, Sykes.
What are you going to do with us?
Simple. He's going to kill you.
Feed Sora's anger.
I'm going to kill
I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna kill you. Real bad.
Syx just turns into Jared Leto.
Nah, I'm not gonna.
Sora's
I'm
in
not gonna
danger because of me.
I'm just gonna bash your brain. Bash your right fucking-
Well, at least Fran's response is in character for Syx because he's the
That's
berserker.
Believe in yourself. Come on.
Pokemon Stadium title.
I'm still waiting on the Switch release of some of the new N64 games that have been announced. If Mario Party 1 is online multiplayer, Alex, we have got to schedule some streams for that.
Yeah.
So we could just be like,
I'm using my Pro controller.
I have OG N64 controllers.
I have to get that.
How they're gonna do the release of Pokemon Stadium because the movesets on the rentals are terrible, as you may recall.
Guess what? It's not gonna change.
No, we know that.
That's not gonna change. You damn well. It's not gonna change.
Kyrie.
Do what?
Almost there.
It's
Well,
not.
what did Fran-
They're
It's
not
not.
changing. They're not gonna change the movesets.
No.
Good thing I can play it on my Android phone, which is valued at about probably $150, and it plays N64 emulation very flawlessly.
Yeah, the PSP could do N64 emulation, though, and it could do widescreen, which would that blew my mind back in the day.
Really? Because I tried it masked on a PSP and had frame rate issues.
I don't know. I played Super Mario 64 and Ocarina of Time on it, and that was pretty good. It only crashed like once playing Mario 64.
Huh.
Every day I check my mailbox, like dreading the day that you send me a copy of Superman 64. By the way,
Yeah. Alex accidentally gave me his address.
yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah.
Oh, Alex, you dox yourself? Oh my goodness, what's your address?
Oh boy.
Why? Why do you want to know?
Oh god. Yeah, it's gonna send you something worse.
Because I'm going to send you some gold.
Are you going to send me a box full of nothing but DVD copies of Austin Powers Goldmember?
Hey, that's one of the good ones.
Oh.
Speaking of which, I found Austin Powers Goldmember at the local Goodwill.
I have all three Austin Powers movies on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I do too.
Kyrie, where are you?
Oh, and the
We'll
fourth.
have to work those into our schedule at some point.
Yes. Though for now, next thing after MCU Phase 2 on my picks is The Chronicles of Narnia, featuring Jesus Christ as Lan.
Jesus Christ, Lion Star.
I swear, that's the only way we're gonna make the stone table scene funny. Because the stone table scene is both quite... both quite filled with nightmare fuel, on top of also being unsettling.
That was so fucked up when I read it as a kid.
Yeah,
like, my mom refused
C.S.
to let
Lewis
me read any other books until I read the Chronicles of Narnia for some reason, and I had to read The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and I was like, oh, this is neat. What the fuck are they doing to that big cat?
Here's the thing, and C.S. Lewis actually put up a disclaimer for that part.
You can take it from here, Riku.
Alright, he actually was like, he was actually like, He's like,
How you let the
what I'm
things
about to
you figure
describe is
so
not for the faint
out.
of heart.
You'd have managed better if you'd had it planned. Why'd you choose such backwards time in such a strange land?
Suddenly,
If you'd come today, you could have reached the whole nation.
wait, Alex.
90 and 4 BC had no mass communication.
Wait.
Don't you get me wrong now.
Alex. Imagine if for a second, as Aslan is getting dragged to the stone table, you see Scar just show up and start rapping at him.
Scar is surfing down on the fucking mountain and in a red suit rapping.
Oh my god! Again,
because fun fact, in the 2000 version of Jesus Christ Superstar, Judas literally does that. He stands on top of the cross as Jesus is like walking to the fucking crucifixion site, and he's like he's just spitting fire at him.
Yeah. I was not prepared for that part, even when Alex described it to me.
Yeah.
Like, I was just like, he told me about that. I'm like, okay, this is the version we definitely gotta watch when we do Jesus Christ Superstar. Then we get to the part, and then I'm like, what am I even watching right now? Like,
I'm just saying, no big mistakes.
Oh my god.
I watched that movie all the time as a kid. I didn't understand a single bit of it, but I just thought it was funny.
Nowadays, it's like there's actual theming surrounding that. Because, you know, this is supposed to be the ghost of Judas accepting his fate of going into hell. Oh, and Jesus is trying desperately to get him to repent. But his pleas are falling on deaf ears. It's like, it's weird, but it's brilliant when you actually think about it. If that makes any sense to you.
Every time I look at you, why'd you make the things that did get so out of hand? You'd have managed better if you'd had it planned.
Goddamn.
Why'd you choose such a backwards time in such a strange land? If you'd come today, you would have reached the whole nation. Israel in 4 BC had no mass communication. But don't you get me wrong now. Don't you get me wrong now. Don't you get me wrong.
Guys, where's Ben?
He had to,
He's on the
yeah.
Only wanna know.
He had to what?
He had to leave.
Oh, why?
Because he was on a time limit.
He was on time. Like, he didn't want to get hit with the shot collar again.
Oh, God.
I'm supposed to say why all the time, and then one of you probably would say, something like...
Why not?
I don't know. Johnny, people really like it when you say why all the time!
What is that a reference to?
Ed, Edd and Eddy.
Oh, right. I remember that episode.
They do? Why? Why? Why?
I forgot I had 2 of those. Jeez, I feel stupid. High drive recoveries. I feel exceptionally stupid, Fran.
Yeah, at least you have them.
I'm stupid.
They know they don't count points.
Oh, I'm stupider than you in every way.
So, okay, so Fran, where are you now on Emerald?
I'm like almost at Malville City.
Oh, cool.
Not the version that we see now, right?
To be fair, it's like Orez it looks neat, but at the same time, it kind of is lacking in a bit of substance. I mean, we don't even have, like, the game corner or anything. Because, of course, as I'm just like... And Voltorb flipping in Gen 4 kind of sucks. I would know. I tried it when emulating Heart Gold, Soul Silver. I'm like, this kind of sucks.
Of course, the full flippers. What do you expect?
I expected at least a way to get it a, I expected, like, an easier way to grind up, coin. I expected a way to get a bunch of coins to... Yeah, just, like, spend my money on the coins, and then... And... Yeah, just get at the prizes.
Okay, there we go. Okay, electric and red.
Oh.
We're trying to catch it.
Oh, there's Mason's kitty cat. Alright, here we go with the first of many bosses in this game. Rather, in this area.
Sora,
You've done well. For staying in the freaking Ultra Bowl.
Where's Kyrie?
Oh, Manectric is one of the best
catching up with her friend from the darkness.
Electric types in any generation.
She doesn't need you anymore.
I'm sure.
I'm supposed to believe that?
Yeah, Fortree.
Well, for the most part, Arden Fortree City.
Yeah,
but
it's gonna be
this.
freaking Plan B.
Organization 13 has no further use.
Well, the thing is with Fortree City, well, the thing is that Altaria is your primary target. You're gonna need either like a dragon type or a ice type to deal with that quickly. And the problem with Altaria is Dragon Dance and Earthquake.
All they need is one more helping from the Keyblade bearer.
If it gets too many Dragon Dances off, then...
Oh yeah, then that Earthquake's gonna be
Yep. I'm surrounded by...
In case people don't know what Dragon Dance is, it's raises attack and speed.
Oh, hi, Kyrie.
Sora, it's really you.
You don't want to get hit with that.
Kyrie.
I think
Earthquake's already a strong attack.
You leave Sora alone.
Yeah, it's 100 attack, 100 power.
Yeah.
Or 100 power and 100 accuracy, so it's not going to really miss. Kyrie, what were you thinking you could do without a weapon?
Assuming we're not doing any, like, sand attack or double team and shit.
Riku, where did you get that?
This time,
He got it.
fight.
It's like he got the...
You know Sora's completely hopeless without us.
Kyrie, you just got swarmed by Heartless as while going at them without any weapons. So I wouldn't talk if I were you.
Oh, another new Pokemon, Wilmer.
Hi, Pete and Maleficent. You guys really...
Didn't know you guys were here.
Yeah, you guys have done almost nothing throughout this whole game.
Yeah, they're just there. That's pretty
This castle is
it's pretty much because the organization pretty much took over. It's like they've been reduced to freaking experts.
I was kind of hoping to get Gizmo on here so that we could, so that he could catch up on with Alex and I doing Sonic Adventure 2 since he missed out on the first time we did it.
Once again, you underestimate me.
And you know, friend, it's likely whatever we do next is gonna end up being a race in Metroid Zero Mission, since Alex wants to do that game as well. Is what I said true?
Yeah. Same energy, guys.
Basically, Alex, Metroid Zero Mission is an objectively better remake of Metroid 1. With better mechanics and better basically everything.
I know.
Oh, hi, Mr. Diz. Hey, Mickey. Did you get it?
I wonder if he's on Fake You.
Who, Christopher Lee?
Wait, yeah, he probably is, actually.
Yeah, depends on the role. Probably is due.
Why is it that, well, this is actually Ansem the Y, is the OG. How is it that your skin was darker under wraps than it was as when the wraps come off?
Come to me before things got so bad.
Xemnas, the organization superior, is the
I should learn by now not to...
Dude, you forget Sheik.
Right, because Zelda was somehow able to change her entire gender. She was able to graft herself a penis with magic.
That didn't happen.
No, it was just this guy.
I know, I'm joking.
My apprentices
It's just what she can imagine.
Well, these days you just can't tell anymore, Kevin.
You know,
Oh,
I think Nintendo or Super Nintendo actually did a skit on this where Link was just oblivious for a while, and then Sheik just pulled up her shirt to reveal all the boobs, and I'm like,
after you and he lost track of each other.
Yep. And I'm like, well, that's one way to convince him.
Xehanort's Heartless was still inside his heart.
And just like that.
I know.
And he sure must have been suffering.
Yeah.
But what I don't understand is why he looks like that now. When he's still
Man, it's been a while since I've seen those shorts by Herbivore. I wonder what he's up to these days.
I don't know if Chris Niosi is really doing much anymore. Or Alex, what do you believe Chris Niosi is doing right now? Or
I haven't looked into Herbivore's stuff in a while.
I know he recently.
Congratulations, Arn. You've now learned rock.
I know he recently ended up getting booted off of Bolt. Oh, but yeah,
when the
Boruto
came out.
Yeah, when the allegations on him came out.
The Disney thing?
No, Bolt as in Bolt Uzumaki.
Oh, Boruto. Okay.
You know, shortly before the allegations against Herbivore came out, he was actually sending condolences to that wine cunt Monica Rial.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he did. He said, "Oh, I'm so sorry this happened to you." Like I would have felt bad about the allegations he was getting, but he fucking... But he's supporting a fucking lying bitch.
Yeah. Anyway, so I ended up getting like the first 12, the Blue Beetle book 1, which includes the first 12 issues of one of the more recent runs of Blue Beetle. Oh, and Fran, you know what it starts out with?
What?
Guy Gardner going insane and Jaime having to calm him down.
Why am I not surprised?
Because nobody fucking likes Guy Gardner.
Exactly.
Get off!
Isn't that the guy who Batman said he was gonna test out his weakness on? Test out the contingency plan on?
Yes.
Excuse me?
Oh, hi, Zigbar.
Oh, okay, I'm about to get a bike. Okay, mock bike or acro bike?
Mock bike, because mock bike for the
Have you been a good boy?
or the Mirage Tower and the Sky Pillar, or acro bike for. You'll be able to switch to the acro bike for other things.
Yeah, I know. I always go back.
Roxas.
Yeah, you can go back and forth with these things.
Hey, did he just call me Roxas?
Go both ways.
And by the way, and Zigbar is our boss as for this. His gimmick is trying to shoot us, and in the original Cage 2 release in the US, they censored his sniper scope. In the US release for final...
Not the scope itself, the reticle.
No, they censored both the reticle and the sniper scope.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Final Mix restored both of those things.
Here he comes.
Though I'm guessing that's because they didn't censor that in the Dream Drop Distance cutscene.
Probably.
Yeah, because the Dream Drop distance cutscene, they had both the sniper scope and the reticle.
Oh, okay, on. You're also getting roll up. So
Ooh.
Gotcha now.
No, relax. Could be worse. Good old side. Cool.
Weirdly enough, they didn't uncensor the sniper scope in Birth by Sleep Final Mix. Well, consider... Now, there's an actual difference between this version and of Xigbar's boss fight and the Data version.
And I gotta fight one.
In this version of the boss fight, he has to reload every so often. And when he reloads, that's your chance to attack him. However, he does not have that weakness in the Data rematch. So it's like, how does that end up happening? Where it's like they get rid of one weakness just to make the boss fight harder. And much like his sniper nobodies, he has the similar weakness of warp snipe. Which, of course, Fran, you know what that means since you played Kingdom Hearts 2 quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
That No, that just means Triangle is once more your BFF. Another way to get Xigbar off guard is just deflect enough shots at him so that he recoils. Oh, this one! He's doing his crazy attack. Oh God! Oh! Oh! I'm taking more hits than 50 Cent. I couldn't resist. I will take all criticism. No, wait, they didn't restore the reticle, Fran. It's still the American version.
Clever little sneak.
I actually like Xigbar's voice. It's the guy who voiced Flashpoint Steve Trevor, Alex.
Huh. Okay.
James Patrick Stewart. Here he goes again. Ow. It's a good thing I have... Ow, God! Thank you, Donald, for my brief moment.
No problem, Kevin. We're going to build the wall, and we're going to make sure Chernabog pay for it.
Not bad, Donald.
People have actually quoted a bit from Kingdom Hearts 1 after Donald Trump was no longer president of the U.S.
Yeah.
It was actually the bit where Goofy's like, "See you later, Donald."
Donald Trump is on FakeU, by the way.
Of course he is. Ow!
You need to come up with something crazy. It was like have him say.
He has different moods on too. He has angry and sarcastic.
Which one is which? Oh, come on!
Oh yeah, a mineral camo Xbox Series SX controller went up on various retailers and then went down, but the mineral camo pattern is still on it's still on the design lab. Xbox Design Lab is really cool because you can fuck around with it and you don't even have to pay for it. Like you can't have the controller.
Yes!
You can like come up with cool shit and maybe save it
out
for later.
Took him out with Final Form.
Cool.
You know what I would have done for like a funny edit, Alex?
What?
When Zigbar just does the crouching stance after landing, and he's just like, "Ugh! That was a really bad idea," and he just dies right after. Yes. Because the landing did that much damage to his knees.
No. Die before he can be subject to a raging demon.
Uh-oh, they need our help.
Sora and Rico are together. We have no part to play here.
Gee, I wonder if Riku will ever change back.
Rico chose that
And you know,
form
I
so he
think
could use
maybe
the power of darkness.
And you know, some part of me kind of thinks like the reason Christopher Lee he's dedication to the Hobbit was certainly interesting. Because he could have just simply done voiceover for that movie, but no, he wanted to be part of it.
Yeah.
I can't...
Guys, sorry. You first, Kevin. I didn't know you weren't finished talking.
I can't fault the man for his dedication on the Lord of the Rings series. Oh, by the way, I've got some reports to read.
Did you know that there's actually people who seriously argue that his scenes being cut out of Return of the King don't affect the plot at all?
That's stupid. I'm sorry, I had to get that out of the way because, Fran, you know that I really like The Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And that's stupid that they cut it out. Anyway, time for some dramatic reading. Chaos affects not only this world, but many other worlds besides. In the Ansem report my apprentice Xehanort had written under my name, I found the hideous records of his hideous experiments along with his hypothesis about the door that had appeared out of the darkness in my basement. Like, seriously, why did I leave that door open? And I should have had that locked years ago. All living things have hearts, and all hearts hold darkness deep within. Worlds are no exception. If a world is a being, the heart it holds must be colossal, and the darkness at its core must be monstrous indeed. Did Xehanort pass through that door in an attempt to contact the dark realm? No, not only Xehanort. It appears my other five apprentices, believing it was for the sake of research, stared deep into the darkness and were pulled into it. Evan, Yenzo, Bray, Dylan, and Alias. They have ceased to be human. I, too, had everything taken away from me, banished to a hollow realm of nothingness. What is Xehanort hoping to gain with my pilfered existence? Will my people cease to smile? If the light of hope has been extinguished, I shall henceforth walk with the darkness as a friend. Here in the realm of nothingness, to which I have been relegated. Darkness in the midst of nothing. Darkness in zero. Thus I shall be known as Diz, discarding the stolen name Ansem, and going in search of revenge.
Revenge.
Revenge!
Is a dish best served cold.
How do you say that in Klingon?
I have no idea.
I know Sheldon did. Is that your cat, Mason?
No, that was me doing the Cosmo voice.
My choice to befriend darkness here in the midst of nothingness was a sound one. The moment I stared straight ahead with a calm heart, neither rejecting darkness nor fearing it, I gained a newfound power. A superhuman power! The power of darkness! It is likely Xehanort and the others were enraptured by this power, eventually becoming its prisoners. I do not intend to allow my heart to be devoured by the darkness, as they did, of course. With this new power, I uncovered a corridor of darkness that connects the realm of nothingness to the outside world. While it is still difficult to come and go as I please, my banishment is now a thing of the past. To deceive Xehanort and my apprentices, I first used my power to change form before returning to the realm of light. As I had suspected, Xehanort had become a Heartless. Under my name, he commanded other Heartless in quests to snatch away the hearts of many different worlds. At the center of the hearts, Xehanort had stolen and was Kingdom Hearts, which attracts tremendous darkness to itself and attempts to send away any and all matter back into its depths. The other 5 had disappeared. Have they become heartless like Xehanort? Or did they vanish after Xehanort exploited them? I become familiar with an unusual entity while pursuing the truth. It is the soul and body that remain when a being loses its heart. When a Heartless is born, these entities disappear from the realm of light to be reborn as entirely new beings in a completely different realm. I'm gonna read the rest of those later. Final form is such a gem in this game. I have to grind final form all the way up so that I can go to a optional area in the game. Fran knows what that is.
Oh, yeah.
And now it's suddenly become more, and now it's suddenly become actually useful. That's kind of the joke that most people go with for Zubat for a while in either in Pokemon. It's like it's bad and then it learns Wing Attack.
You already had Steel Wing.
I just kind of mean in the sense of like. Like we have. Like, we have these, like, we have a lot of these Pokemon out there, but not a lot of them. But you gotta really work with them in order for their true potential to really be there. Because
Do we have any updates on Chris Chan?
No.
Alex?
Alex? Oh, guys. Oh, guys, Alex has been kidnapped by ninjas.
God damn it, Disney.
Oh, jeez. This is a hardcore Pokemon you're going through, Fran.
At least we can bring a second rematch. So
You know, the weird thing is that
I'm just taking care of the route changes first, and
I like the idea in Pokemon Gen 5 where the Pokemon breeders are actually like a constant source of grinding. Like, that always felt like a really good idea that I'm glad they went through with, but Gen 6 once more had to disappoint me.
Like, yeah, no breeder for you.
No grinding for you. And I'm like,
Pokemon, damn it. And wild Pokemon.
Hey, Alex, where are you?
Had to go to the restroom.
Ah, okay. So, we thought you were kidnapped by ninjas?
AKA Disney.
Yes.
If that happens, I'm going to shout very loudly.
No.
No. They'll use chloroform to keep you quiet.
Do we have? Did you find any updates on fucking Christian Weston Chandler, the mayor of Quakeville?
Let's not.
Let's not say we did.
Yeah. Yes, let's pretend and we found something and then say we didn't.
So what, we gotta pretend that we're dead? Like the song?
One sec.
That song lives rent-free in my head, by the way, and probably will till the day I die.
Okay, here's what you do. Play a different song. Over and over again. Until it occupies that brain space.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Now insert Hellraiser.
Guys.
I've got to buy a Pokemon.
God damn it.
Guys.
Wait, which Pokemon? Shoe?
Okay. Yeah, I remember that one time where you made me sit through you playing through that freaking game.
Oh yeah.
For you, but for me, it was like, oh my god, the horror.
Oh, shut up, you loved it.
No. You want to know what's worse? Remember that part of the SGB playthrough where Matt ended up asking that unfortunate question about the class that Johnny picked?
I think class.
Yep.
Legit question.
Happy birthday, Ryan, says Matt.
Happy birthday, Ryan.
Oh, that was a good one.
I have a question, guys. Why is Lex Luthor in our voice chat?
What do you mean?
The guy on the top right, Lex Luthor. Okay, there's you, Kevin, there's Gallon Dunn, there's me, and then there's Lex Luthor.
Right.
At least I
Ryan,
think
I think he's calling you Lex Luthor.
Mason. Fran isn't bald.
It's a buzz cut, goddammit.
Yeah. Oh. I work with multiple people who have buzz cuts at my job place.
It took me a while to realize, oh wait, he's talking about me.
Lex doesn't have a buzz cut unless we're counting the Zack Snyder Justice League, where Jesse Eisenberg has one. And I have to admit, it's certainly interesting. Kingdom Hearts.
It just looks.
Rejoice and feast on these hearts.
Does anybody remember, or back when the only way anyone could experience Final Mix was through these really weird PS2 emulators? Yeah, those were some strange times that I am glad we are past. Wouldn't you agree, Alex?
Yeah.
Then I can end this.
You want to know what the worst part is? 1.5's release date it was announced the moment SGB ended up finishing their playthrough of the first game on the PS2.
Vanilla Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yep! And I'm just like...
Timing.
I just... Sora, Kairi literally has a new design.
But I'm just glad you're here.
That's all you're gonna react, like, Sora.
So I came looking for you.
That's literally all you're going to say. Like, oh, you look different. And I'm like, buddy, you haven't seen her since the end of the first game. I think you could offer more than just that.
Yep.
You want to know what he offers more too?
Wait, handsome.
He offers more to Riku, as we're about to see.
I never thought for a second that I'd ever see you.
Could you blame him considering
Just
how Riku
thinking
looks?
about all the things you did makes me really mad. But
Mr. Satan just made it on Fake You.
you saved Kylie,
Oh,
right?
lovely.
I have to be grateful.
You know, I actually met when I met Cynthia Kranz at Ultracon, she actually was like, "Oh, I like Mr. Satan. He's quite the character." I'm like, "Yeah, he is."
Yeah, on the Fake You Discord server, Vegito 1089 posted about 3 hours ago, "The champion of the world is here on Fake You."
Say something to him.
He probably trained that audio too.
And Linda Young was quite. I didn't treat. Linda Young actually kind of liked the.
Close your eyes.
I was telling Linda Young about the funny grunts that we hear in like the old Budokai games, and she was like, "Oh, the irony of Frieza saying how rude." When he himself is very rude.
Yep, Zubat's evolving to Golbat now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I put as soon as I got the experience share, I was like, "Yep, I'm putting it."
But I thought Venomoth was supposed to evolve into Golbat to confuse our enemy. I was making a reference to Pokemon Bridged.
It's Riku.
And Venomoth has evolved into Golbat to confuse my enemies. I looked for you.
Come on, Sora.
I'm crying for you, Riku. Kairi be like, "Hey, what about me? You haven't seen me since the first game."
But it was him that was helping us, wasn't it? Those clues we kept finding, that must have been Riku.
I wonder when a better Misty on Fake You will come.
Give it.
Sora never did pick the.
And yeah, at the very least with Pokegen and Fran.
There's a good Google search to help out.
You know, at the very least with my DS emulator and Pokegen, I'm able to actually do trade evolutions and whatnot. Because I could literally generate the Pokemon.
Handsome with Xehanort's Heartless.
It's actually and I have to actually like do convincing. And for making it convincing, I kind of have to like do this thing where I have to do like the math in my head for the
isn't over.
Until it is. Or for how much happiness it would have by that point.
Let's finish it.
Because it's like I gotta calculate from the base ace friendship and then just use that and then actually if you look it up it's fairly simplistic. And it's a good thing my math isn't usually wrong on some regards. I'm not saying that as like to have like a bit of an ego. I'm saying that is like I have actually done quite a bit of mental math, and it's usually not wrong.
Yeah. Mental math. Just use a calculator like a regular human being.
Kevin,
Alex, do I look like a regular human being? You've seen
fucking show off.
After all,
so yeah, let me go to the calculator on my watch.
I only use the calculator to make sure that I'm right.
Kevin, do you still hate Piplup?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Why?
I just...
What did Piplup ever do to you?
I just don't like it. Well, anyway.
Joseph and I were trying to figure that out.
Okay, so we've got the Gambler of Fate and the Luna Divider to deal with. The game is the game is forcing me to take on Luxord first. So let's do this.
All right, Sketchy, come on. I gotta deal with it.
Yeah.
What's that? It's the king and Diz. I mean, Ansem the Wise.
It's so weird hearing David Gallagher's voice come out of the model of Ansem. I'm the Seeker of Dankness. Oh, hi, Luxord. Luxord is just going to remove our party, and we're forced to fight him ourselves. He's got an interesting gimmick.
I'd rather we just skip formalities.
Basically, the battle for time. This is a time-based battle. Finish off the enemy with when their time gauge runs out. If Sora runs out of HP or time, it's game over.
The first to run out of time is the loser.
Oh, come on! Already starting me off as a die.
X-Men, welcome to die.
Not that.
Yo, Kyle A. Bear actually thought it was kind of funny that I kind of knew that factoid about him.
Oh, weird fucking game.
Yeah, the fact that in the X-Men N90 that in the X-Men arcade game
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do for our... We're gonna call it real-time fan dub of Nosferatu. We need to have at least 3 people.
Okay.
And we'll go over the character list, and we'll, like...
We could always get Dark Sharingan Z on it.
Okay. Probably get him and, somebody else, I don't know. Oh, if we can get Spabby, that'd be good.
Well, we just have
to voice all of the female characters.
Well, we just have to ask her, that's all.
Yeah. And we'll do it kind of Natsuki style, where they have like different people assigned to different characters, and we'll do it kind of at random, so that you don't have like, because if I'm doing Count Orlok,
here we go.
I'm gonna start off, I'm gonna use like either for my Alucard voice or something else that's incredibly obvious. So we're gonna try and like randomly assign the roles so that they play. We don't.
Here we go.
Fight, you know. Because I'd either be doing Frieza or Alucard for Orlok if I was to do him.
All right.
Frieza. Actually, you know what? I could probably do if I do wind up getting Orlok.
All right, beat Luxord.
I could probably do Pegasus.
Okay, boy. What are you, gay? Bitch, I might be.
Yay.
Ha!
He tries to retreat, but we get him.
And then all of a sudden, you see
Wait, are you gay?
That's Sora.
What are you gay?
You mentioned Alucard, Alex, and I'm still reminded of the fact that Luxord is voiced by Joji Nakata in Japanese.
Yep.
The Redhead Festival in Dublin, Ireland, an annual gathering for redheads.
Let's keep moving.
And
the Netflix adaptation, yeah.
And
MP Rage. Oh, that's cool.
MP Rage basically you get MP for what was it? Basically you get magic points for or when you get hit. Oh, wrong form.
Well, that'll be incredibly helpful for Donald because he can't seem to not get hit.
Yep.
That's right.
Hold on a sec. Let me fix something real quick.
I just can't not get hit.
Not that, Donald. Anyway, now we're gonna go fight Saix. And Saix, unlike Luxord, is no coward. He's going to fight us 1-on-3.
Only you could have made it this far in one piece, Roxas.
That's really getting old.
I figure like the week before we do the Nosferatu stream,
Same fate.
we'll get everybody who's going to be there and we'll assign them voices at random, probably using like that wheel thing Ben used for the news topics at first.
Yeah.
And
You mean the character from
the moon's power.
Moonshine.
and we'll
Oh, Saix
We'll
has
just
a
go through
very
like that.
interesting gimmick. Basically, like his Berserker nobodies, he will come at us with his giant maces. And
for a second.
And we gotta act, and we can counter him with his own
yeah,
weapon.
Paramount is finally bringing back UHD combo packs, by the way, where you can buy a 4K and a 2K disc in the same. Thank you, Fortnite, for installing in the background. You can buy a 2K and a 4K disc in the same pack rather than just buying a standalone of either one.
I still don't get like Fortnite.
I don't know. But they're doing this with the 48 Hours collection, which is great, but I'm hoping that they wind up, like, retroactively saying that, okay, Top Gun 2 is going to be, Top Gun Maverick is going to be, a 4K, 2K combo, so that I don't wind up having to buy, like, the 4K and the 2K just so I can have both, you know? Because you know how many copies I have of the first Top Gun.
Yes, we are very much aware.
Did you guys already cover that there was a supposed remake of The Wizard of Oz planned?
I mean, The Wizard of Oz is public domain, so the fact that there's a remake being planned has absolutely no relevance.
Killed Saix in the first try.
Who's doing it? Did you see who was doing the remake?
Hold on. Let me see, because I linked an article the other day.
Okay, I swear. Okay, this gym really.
I'll post it. I'll post it. Let me see. I just posted in the broadcast chat.
Kingdom Hearts.
Okay. For electric type gym, I'm surprised I see like different types. See like freaking poison.
It says Wizard of Oz remake will include LGBTQ representation to reflect the world, but I thought the Scarecrow was already the biggest straw man they needed.
God damn it! That was good.
Thank you.
Just for that. Oh.
Oh.
I never turned into a
heart. Oh right, I forgot. That one time I stabbed myself with the keyblade.
And you're too late.
Sora literally forgot that he became a heartless is in the first game.
You legit
That's
forgot
why
his game.
Zemnis brought him into the organization.
Oh wait.
So
But Roxas betrayed
We
them.
already had a remake of Wizard of Oz, though.
Because I thought
Didn't
it
Sam
There's,
Raimi do it?
Yeah,
Kenya Barris
but the next time
is doing a Wizard of Oz remake. Nicole Castle, who directed the Watchmen miniseries, is also directing a remake at New Line Cinema.
Watch all those Wizard of Oz remakes.
There's been a remake of The Wiz being worked on for God knows fucking how long.
Probably development hell.
Which is, yeah, thankfully we're never gonna get that because the original is a classic, starring Michael Jackson.
And watch it like all of a sudden come out.
Mm-hmm.
Just randomly.
You know, every time I look at an Organization 13 coat, and see how much of the top up of various characters' chests are exposed with that, I'm like, do they even wear shirts underneath those? Hadouken!
I'm assuming they do, but I don't know. It might depend on the person wearing it.
Like, everybody, even Larxene has that going on with it.
Come on,
He's
Sora.
probably wearing a low-cut shirt.
I thought you were stronger than that.
Let's see here.
Huh? Get real. Look which one of us is winning.
Because I know everybody's got pants.
You really are.
It's just because that would be.
You're trying to figure out what the hell kind of top.
Yeah, what is? Yeah, what is under the? Yeah, I'm like, do they either they're shirtless underneath or they have, like you said, low. Oh.
No, I'm saying for Larxene.
Oh yeah, Larxene probably. It would have to have something like that underneath. The guys.
That somehow fits in theme and stuff. Okay, so
I have to release the power in my heart.
But
the dark power that
Fran,
I've been holding
and
back.
Let's see, Zolden, probably Henley, maybe.
Even.
Well, the thing is, it's like
changes
I'm
me
actually
forever.
thinking about this right now. Wow. Right now.
the weird things we think of when we're playing games.
Of course, random fault. Gotta have something though. Okay.
And by the way, we have
down leg strike.
And the scene of Roxas getting his ass kicked by Riku is also seen in 358 Days Over 2. As we've seen in our commentary of that.
Oh, yeah.
The commentary that drove Alex insane in the membrane.
Insane in the brain.
Yeah, that
So
song from...
The Rob Zombie Monsters movie is coming to Blu-ray. I had no idea it had actually released.
Probably a quiet drop.
Diz.
Yeah.
He could feel.
Which is weird because, like, I saw the trailer and it looked really weird. It looked like it should have been in black and white, you know?
Nobody
Dude,
cannot
Rob
feel
Zombie,
anything.
you're gonna get that.
And Rob Zombie,
No, I'm not
If he
saying
met
Rob
someone,
Zombie's a
things
pretty good
might be
filmmaker,
different.
and he fucking loves the monsters, so, you know, like, I found it kind of strange that there's just, like, it seems like kind of rough.
Maybe I
I
didn't.
kind of felt like you wouldn't necessarily do that.
You know what I kind of imagined, and when Diz and Riku were just carrying Roxas away, I either imagine Riku just hoisting him over his shoulder, or Diz and Riku just picking him up by the arms and legs and carrying him to their base of operations. Whatever sounds.
Let's go.
No, he was already down and out. They didn't need to tranquilize him.
you can never be too sure.
You're suggesting he double tap?
I didn't say double tap. I didn't say anything about double tapping.
I figured. It's just, it's one of those. Oh, like you said, never can be too careful. Oh, and in this cutscene, and we are gonna get the one guest party member I do not oppose in the slightest.
Handsome?
Fran, you know who that is. It is Raikou.
Oh yeah,
I spent years.
AKA
studying workings of
AKA
the heart.
a character I will willfully
seems
replace
I've turned
Donald with.
down the thing.
So, Fran, I don't know if we've asked you this. Do you think they're gonna do the MCU in Kingdom Hearts 4?
The inhabitants of my Twilight Town
That is a
were data created from real.
And if they did, what would they do?
I was convinced that they would think and behave.
No. Oh, I think I know what they're...
world-wise or
wrong?
Fran, I think I know what they're gonna do.
What?
I think they're gonna tie into that piece of shit Avengers game.
I saw it when Roxas and Coyote.
They probably wouldn't do that. They'd probably tie into the movie because nobody played the fucking game.
I'd be even tired, like,
There were still billboards up for that game, by the way.
Oh my god.
Like, all over the fucking place. I didn't know they were for the Avengers game when they first went up. And now I see them out, like, in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Suddenly it turns into that one meme of Spider-Man Far From Home where it's like, everywhere I go, all I see is him.
Everywhere I go, all I see is whatever the fuck this is.
Dude, you realize out of context that could be taken.
And then Spider-Man just looking and be like,
by data. Run, my friend.
But
it's going to
what? What is that?
What? Your Majesty.
Everywhere I look, reminds me of him.
Rest is up to you.
And then it gets a little graphic.
And Roxas.
Hey Alex, didn't that chick from that sang "Call Me Maybe" sing that song?
My heart is telling me
Oh,
what I must do. Please allow me to do what it says.
Dude, that's a Full House thing.
No, I think Carly Rae Jepsen sang the one for the Netflix series.
Yeah, he did. That's what I meant.
I was wondering who was firing a laser at Kingdom Hearts. I mean, come on. On Ansem, are you even trying at this point?
No, all right.
Kingdom Hearts fans, they want it to end.
No.
Here's the better question: who will be the boss for the Marvel world?
Eviola.
It has to be Loki. No, yeah, it has to be Loki.
Either
Wait a second. No, they'll probably do Iron Man 1 and have it be Ironmonger.
That would be weird. That would be a weird way to adapt that story. Like,
that
how
would also be like the most traditional, like, Kingdom Hearts boss fight.
How are we going to explain Tony getting kidnapped by literal terrorists?
To go further than you ever dared.
Well, we'll go there, and we'll keep Yinsen from getting shot.
But what were you
What?
seeking?
Like, Sora will use the power of friendship to keep Yinsen from being shot.
No. Goofy will protect him with his shield.
Don't worry, Yinsen, I'll protect you with my giant fucking shield, dude.
And Yinsen be like, who are you?
Am I?
I'm creating a
Am I sure I'm not dead already? There's a giant talking frog appears to be. Talking to me and deflecting bullets.
He's not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth.
Oh, there's a trailer for the Last of Us TV show out, apparently.
By the jealousy you feel.
I don't think any of us are going to watch it.
No, but I'm interested in knowing what kind of train wreck that's going to be.
Yeah, and then the SJWs will blame its failure on bigots.
Ellie's actress looks like 2010 Freddy Krueger. Or this is what Dylan's saying in the Mythoverse server, and I'm like, how?
Millie Bobby Brown?
We're both ignorant.
Is that who he's saying that Ellie looks like?
No, Freddy Krueger from the 2010 remake.
Oh, Jackie Earle Haley.
Oh, weird. I'll have to look at that trailer because that doesn't sound like it makes any sense.
And plus, and sadly, I feel kind of sorry for Ashley Johnson and having to mocap a lot of the things that Ellie does in The Last of Us Part 2.
Is Millie Bobby Brown related to the singer Bobby Brown?
No.
Probably not.
Every step I take, you will be there. Every step we take, be together.
Sora would be like, wait, what? It's glitter dust? Oh,
there's
the
a
light!
4K
It's so blinding!
of Wayne's World coming. There's the Blu-ray for Kamen Rider Kuga released. That's pretty
We're
good.
not worthy. We're not worthy. We suck.
Alright, I've officially taken care of Watson, so...
HBO Max just released their trailer, apparently. Huh.
Isn't HBO Max killing off a lot of shows?
Yeah, we talked about that earlier. Oh, holy shit.
Why?
Oh, wow. Tax purposes, allegedly.
Another reason to not pay any taxes this year.
Nah, I'm still happy.
Yeah.
That's, unfortunately, some of us don't have a choice.
Mason, we're grown-ass men. We have to.
We have to do taxes.
We have to do our...
The government keeps spending our...
Look, Jackie Earl Haley was able to be paid in cash in Human Target. That's the only way he didn't pay taxes.
Yeah. Hey, look, it's Raikou. Back with his blindfold.
Riku.
This trailer looks like shit. Okay, I can kind of see what he's talking about. In terms of, like, the fact that, Ellie looks... Oh,
Ansem
God.
did say anything could happen.
That is not Ellie.
How bad?
Like, Ellie is, like,
Riku,
cute.
You
This
gonna take that off?
girl looks like and no offense to her, a deformed version of Abigail Breslin with the forehead of Patrick Wilson.
God damn, that bad.
Yeah.
And you know what? Okay, so... Fran, remember what we were talking about?
God! The side view is even worse. Oh! Like, no offense to the girl.
Come on,
oh,
man.
but... Like,
Why did you try to do so much
the
on
guy
your
they
own?
got to play Joel looks like Joel.
You've got friends.
And Joel
Like, he
kind of
ain't
looks...
ain't exactly Joel, but he looks enough like Joel, you know? But this doesn't look like Ellie.
Yeah, at the very least, Joel actually kind of looks like his voice actor, which is helped by the motion capture.
Yeah. Couldn't have gotten the voice actor to play him in this show, though, could they? No.
No. Even though Troy Baker would have been all for it.
I'll tell you why.
Troy Baker would have been a really good choice for that role.
Because I'm not a total sap like you.
But, you know, he wouldn't have had to invent a whole new voice because he refused to play the game. Because he was in the fucking game.
Yeah. Oh, goody. Heartless are approaching us.
Unfortunately, not every actor is Henry Cavill, where Henry Cavill was a giant fan of The Witcher and did extensive research to actually make sure that his voice matched Doug Cockle's for the
Riku,
for the TV show.
There is no way you were wearing all that underneath the coat.
He is also one of the only people in that fucking show to have done that kind of research, because there's just a bunch of people in the show who sound, look, and act nothing like their counterparts from the games and novels.
And by the way, since we've recruited Riku, I no longer have a reason to have Donald in my party for this.
Oh, come on!
Plus, I could go final form without Donald. Yep.
You know that means offspring grinding.
Yay!
Oh, wait.
Oh, cool. So, you know, I gotta wonder. It's gonna be interesting taking a break from Kingdom Hearts after we do the recoded commentary, and we get to, and I end up getting to do Paper Mario.
And I call it
Kevin, why should we won't stop paying taxes? They can't arrest 30 million of us.
Yeah.
300.
Some of us can't afford to be arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is why we have the Second Amendment.
Look, if they try to make you pay taxes, just unzip your pants and crotch chop at them. Don't be too uncomfortable to take out the handcuffs, because that will get even more sexual.
No. Then you get them one effeminate cop. And
Or the hot lady cop.
Oh my
Or the not
god.
so hot lady cop.
Oh my.
Actually, truth be told, overall, I've never. I guess in the technical sense, I've never actually had to pay taxes in my life because every year when beginning of the year when tax time rolls around, anything that has come out of my paycheck for income tax, I mean, I usually get back. So I guess in the technical sense, I've never actually had to pay taxes before.
Yeah, I mean, you still pay other taxes, but yeah.
Yeah, but, I mean, some taxes, it's gonna come out of your paycheck anyway, no matter what. But those who can refuse to probably should, but everybody's sadly probably too chicken shit to do that.
Or they
Yeah.
have the means to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish that the government actually did shit with their taxes. With the
They
taxes
want
that we
to
pay.
send all of the money to other countries. They hate America.
Oh, they don't even do that. They just spend it on shit that doesn't matter.
Yep.
I'm just gonna say it right now. The government hates America. They hate us.
I mean,
That's self-deprecation at its finest, Fran.
Please tell me you
named it
jobs.
Please tell me you named it after Snoop Dogg.
Usually it's Jester going Alex Jones on these voice chats, but this time it's me. And I actually went Alex Jones earlier when talking about Monica Rial.
Yep. You know.
Easy to do.
Yeah, that's not difficult.
Yeah.
And, the worst part is like you're not even saying that the water is turning the frogs gay. Oh, that was funny.
I don't know, the frogs are doing something to... I don't know, but I'll tell you one thing, the frogs are probably doing something to Andy.
Oh my god.
Who was actually one of the only people who got me so fired up. Kevin, you've seen it.
Yeah.
But Kevin, you fired up when you're usually only angry for comedic effect.
Yep. This guy that Ed Mason is talking about has genuinely pissed me off in all of the wrong ways.
Yep.
Yeah. We will not be speaking of him.
Together we can stop
because we cannot sanction such buffoonery.
Leave these creatures to us.
I mean, if he wants to do some business with some gay frogs, that's his business.
Yep.
Perhaps you would rather fight them yourself.
Wait, what the what?
Oh boy.
We don't need to tell him.
We should probably stop the topic there.
Okay,
Yeah.
Since frogs don't have scales, can they technically be called scalies?
They're amphibians, so probably not.
Fran, the less you know about Andy Cooley, the better.
It's one of those blissful ignorance.
Destroy them all. This castle shall
You're not gonna like the results.
Now looky here. Opportunities.
All you really need to know is that he's an idiot. He's an idiot.
I don't know how the fuck you got into the ice stand with the Vic server.
I don't even know why the mods let him stay for so long.
I mean,
fuck, man, they just let him stay and talk all this shit about Vic. And
I was willing to let him stick around if it was just for the fact that
he liked to disrupt
I'm not
a lot of
ban
things.
him for having a countervailing opinion, but what
No.
I did wind up banning him for was the fact that he kept coming into voice calls whenever whenever I was there, her and trying to challenge me to a fucking debate when I don't give a shit, man.
I could have sworn.
When,
I could have
talking
sworn that
about
was
fucking
somebody
Pokemon,
else.
You know?
I could have sworn that was somebody else.
Oh fuck.
I think it was John Michael Kelly, aka
Oh no,
Zorium.
yeah, it was JMK. Okay.
That's Zorium.
I'm getting my fucking retards confused.
Holy shit!
The fact that
you can't really blame me. They're both fucking retarded.
Yeah.
Nobody knew that's Zorium was.
So wait, hold on. They share the same brain?
Yes.
Yeah, they
share the same half a brain cell.
Yeah, they share the same
they have
collective
to
brain
exchange
cell that Law, Twitter, and Kickvic and both share.
It's like the Fates from Greek mythology. They each have like one brain. Like the Fates had one eye they had to share. They have one brain. Rather than doing the smart thing and letting one person have all the brain power for a brief period of time and then switching, I think they try to divide it up, and therefore everybody is more stupid as a result.
Yep. And no wonder that Hades was able to arm them. Like you know why Hades was able to do that in the Hercules animated movie.
Well, they're not particularly bright.
Yeah, even though they can see the future, that doesn't mean they're smart. Like Bardock said in the Bardock special, just because you're psychic doesn't mean you're smart.
Useless ass psychic powers.
I mean...
No, it turns out they can only see 2 minutes.
Wait, 2 minutes? I swear...
Yeah, so that whole seeing the future thing is not that useful.
You know...
So it's like, that's so Raven.
Let's put it this way, it's not going to help you win the lottery at all.
You know something, Fran? And when and if we get to doing the Dragon Ball Z movie, you gotta come...
spawned the best anime.
You gotta come on with us.
Just let me know when.
Please tell me somebody got that really fucking old joke.
I don't...
That's so Raven?
Oh yeah, I think I got it.
It spawned the best anime?
Oh yeah, Cory in the house.
Yeah.
Is he still in prison?
I think so.
Like, I'm gonna check that real quick. Kyle Massey. He is not in prison. He said, okay, the criminal charge came after a 2019 lawsuit whose allegations Massey denied, saying that the lawsuit was an extortion attempt and that in early 2009 the attorneys representing the minor had demanded $1.5 million, threatening to go public with the allegation if he did not comply. The lawsuit
there.
It doesn't say anything else about the 2021 criminal charges.
And the worst part is I think up with the next boss that we gotta fight later on is the last place where Orichalcum plus it is, because there's another place in Olympus Coliseum that I gotta go to.
Another place in Olympus called what now?
I gotta go to Olympus Coliseum. I'm gonna do another tournament to get at the Yeah, I gotta beat the tournament to get the Orichalcum plus.
Did you say Orichalcos?
No.
This isn't the freaking Leviathan arc.
Wait, the Orichalcumalos.
Orichalcumalos, man.
Please step forward and tell us of your great triumph. We didn't get the Pharaoh's soul, but we did get his god cards. Righteous man, with these here god cards.
Did you get his leather pants too?
Nope.
Do we?
Oh god damn it! Why do I pay you for?
You don't pay it, sir.
I know the character Dark references to. Darts references the main villain from Perfect Hair Forever.
He's also Darts is literally just like a walking, talking Aqua Teen Hunger Force reference, like most of Martin's characters.
Yeah, which he probably hates now because Martin is a SJW.
Yeah, we kind of established that.
I'm not going to go any further because I don't want to get your video taken down.
And don't worry about it. And most people don't even watch my stuff anyway.
Still so much fun.
I always feel like somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy. Oh, whoa. I couldn't resist, Fran. You know. Oh, that I know it.
I wonder if any of Kickvic actually watches these streams.
I had someone literally in the chat trying to get to me through my sister, or just because they were in the chat, and he's like, oh, and I'm like, fucker, you are getting reported.
Yeah. I get the feeling that if Vic actually watched these streams, they'd have other insults for us other than friendless losers. They'd probably start saying like, oh, all you guys do is like talk about how this shit for hours on end, and pull out like basically the same tired old long man dad shit that gets pulled on Mauler and Nickercada and shit like that, you know?
Yeah, they call us incels, you know, even though
you have
one of them streaming on Twitch, so the moment they try to use that, boom, report.
Yep.
Yeah,
I've actually
just for using that word.
Yep, and and the report function is also available on YouTube.
Yep.
I like how that's one of the first go-to insults SJWs use when they have no argument. Incels.
And congratulations, that just got you banned from Twitch.
Oof. Yeah, you know. Yeah, and that insult doesn't even work if you're insulting the person who has actually fucked before and probably still fucks.
Yeah. Yep.
Look in my eyes. What do you see?
The only reason I really haven't, gotten with anybody is mostly due to the fact that I unlike most people I know, don't really see a need to be out of the house for anything other than what I have to be out of the house for.
Yeah, my thing is I literally do not have time for shit. I'm doing 10 million things at once.
Yeah, that too. Fran, you know I'm quite busy, right?
Yeah.
It's like I only have like 2 days off from work, and I mostly try to either get at you or Alden to come over.
I have a 40-hour work week. I teach classes. I go all over the place. I'm shooting a fucking movie right now.
Yeah.
So I have no time to do shit. Like, I barely have time to do my editing and writing thing that I do, you know?
Yep.
And I've got a backlog of that.
Uh-huh. And let's just say, I participate in some of that writing as well.
Yeah. Speaking of which, my next thing is going to be working on doing a little prequel thing to the stuff you wrote.
What? Charles meeting Raven?
Yes.
I feel like we could kind of just assume that since this is an adaptation of First Class, I
don't really want to, for 2 Men in the Sky, I kind of skimmed over a bunch of stuff because I figure, for one, the show is recent enough and I'm not making drastic enough changes to certain aspects of the source material to really need to cover some of this stuff. But I figure, since we're working on trying to make the the MDCU or DCMU or whatever the hell we called it, the MDCU, who like as coherent a whole as possible. Well, like I figure we probably ought to have that, especially since it only has to be like a paragraph.
Okay, that's fair. Well, anyway, I'm gonna end the stream now because it's getting late. So next time I do Kingdom Hearts, I'm gonna be going after man sex.
I'm going to be grinding up more and.
And next week, I'll be starting Pokemon Soul Silver as per Urfran's request.
Yep.
Because I did ask if you preferred me doing Heart Gold or Soul Silver. You said Soul Silver.
Yep.
So anyway, hey, that'll be all from me. So I'll see you then. Bye.
I'm gonna save the game and quit because Chernobog is still kicking my ass, but hey, at the very least, I'm making more progress. I've got him down into the green.
Cool.
There you go.
See you around.
Bye.